We're kind of ready. Hello, YouTube. I think the mic is working. Let me just increase that. Oh wait, no, that's the lobby music. Let me lower that on that Arthur Gear one. So I already put it on my Discord too. So I think the only thing I need to see is the YouTube thingy. Where did I put that? Yeah, over here. Okay. So it should be live. And then Saku says, I'm so hyped. But anyways, yeah, so pretty much ignoring this window, we're gonna be looking at people's screenshots. If you do want to tag along, just go to the Discord. I'll have a link. And pretty much it's gonna be in the categories of the screenshot contest, cosplay, and original character. It's in the section for New Genesis, wherever that is. I can't really look at my own stuff. So just to briefly show the Discord, it's going to be over here in this section. Also, let me just post this. Sis, you want to introduce thyself? She's off on the side over here. She's not in the camera view yet. Oh gosh, I can't even pull you from the chair. Ah! Say hi, sis.
I'm the best.
Hello. I don't think they heard me. I can't tell.
Oh, let me pull up this thing over here.
Can't see.
Here's the chat. Who the heck is this bot?
Get out. Get out.
Oh shit, we're killing it.
Oh no.
Kill it.
Kill all of them.
Actually, I'll let Scar do it. I gave Scar mods powers.
I'm killing it.
I'm gonna keep going. Ah, they're getting around. But hello. I am the sister. I am very tired and dead inside.
The body's dead. We
She
killed chaos.
She kind of had a lot of
Yeah.
sleep, but yeah, she's tired.
I have a
and
very
dead.
bad headache.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm trying to toy around with the windows and whatnot. Wait, sis, you need to be in the camera view still.
When you pulled me, you yanked the jack.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oops. Adjust accordingly? I don't know, move the laptop over here instead.
I don't want them to see what I have on my screen.
There's nothing bad on your screen anyways. Continuing on, the way we're gonna do this is that there's gonna be 4 different categories when it comes to us judging the pictures. It's gonna be based on, as the title suggests, the screenshot, the character, the fashion, and then the 4th one is our own vote. It's gonna be a scale of 1 to 10, and we're gonna average it out and then give a final score. Now you guys can just add your own stuff as well, but note that you can say or give your own sort of score as well. Granted that it's not going to count towards our final decision. And note that there is a $20 reward for first place when it comes to these 2 different categories. The 2 categories will be original characters, meaning that it's not based on the cosplay or anything. And then the second one's cosplay. Now, since I've been getting back into New Genesis, there weren't a lot of entries, but we'll make do with what we have, and most likely my sister is a bit thankful for not having a lot to look for it and having multiple episode series to go through.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm looking at what Saku says. He said if it's a dragon, you can get full marks. I don't think there's any entries for a dragon.
I will not be pleased.
But yeah, anyways, let's get started then. We'll go to the first one, and it's pretty much for the cosplay category. Note that if there are other things we can look at, we'll do it most likely at the end of the stream, depending on how my sister is. It might just be Scar and I just looking at it. But yeah, so the first one is a cosplay. It's in reference to Genshin Impact. If you're not familiar with Noelle, and I'll most likely show it to my sis because she's not familiar with her. Like, this is what she looks like. She's a maid knight.
I love Genshin.
But yeah, so there was only one person that kind of submit their cosplay into the contest, and they kind of won by default. So congrats on Roroko for being the only one to do that. You got the $20 for that category, but we will still judge your cosplay. So here it is. This is one of the pictures. It's in the action pose. Tell me when you're ready, sis.
I'm ready.
All right, so that's one of them. Here's the second one, more of an idol. And then the third one. Do you need me to go back to any of them, or you want me to continue cycling through it until you're ready?
I'm good.
You're good? All right. So let's talk about first one is screenshot. Who wants to go first?
You.
Me. All right. So
You spoke the best.
when it comes to the screenshots, it's just, what is it? I do like it because it does show a bit more of the, when it comes to the perspective of it, you can see that's up close, which helps us look at the other features of the characters and also see like the proportions and whatnot. In terms of like the second picture, or the one with her in the cafe, kind of illustrates, it kind of fits, especially with who Noelle is in terms of like Genshin Impact. It does fit that sort of perspective point that they're trying to make with the image. And then the last one is just, once again, an action shot. It makes sense that she has a giant sword, but I think it's a bit too big. But in terms of the picture in itself and the screenshot, it just depict the fact that she's ready for combat as well. All right, who's next?
You want to go, Scar, or should
Yes.
I?
Okay. Very well.
Okay, cool.
All right, so which picture are you gonna be referring to, so I can
I'm going to start on the action shot.
actually?
I'm going in order. Yeah. So, action shot. When I look at that sword, I see, okay, well, if you play Genshin Impact, and if you pay attention to the lore, Noelle has monstrous strength, so I could see her holding the sword with one hand like that. But when I look at that image, it kind of does throw me off there. You know, like it just looks so fucking. It's bigger than her body entirely, so it's pretty fucking massive. It looks a little weird, but again, if you play Genshin Impact, it's not as painful when you think about it, because you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's Noelle. Overall, I think it's pretty good. But again, it just oversizes the fact that her body shape is a little bit out of it. So that first one, I would definitely give it a 6 out of 10. Now for the second one, that is the tea that she's serving. Very lore accurate. That's 100% Noelle. Very fitting at the cafe. Absolutely good. I think this emphasizes Noelle 100%. This is, I would say, almost a 10 out of 10. What's stopping me from a 10? I don't know. The camera angle. It's a little bit unusual. So 9 out of 10. The third one, it's just a character shot of Noelle. Pretty good. That can work. Overall, I don't have much to say about it. It's just a more detailed view of Noelle. Pretty good on emphasizing it. 8 out of 10. There you have it.
There you go. Now you can partly see my sis.
No.
It's only half her face. Anyways, I should also give a score with the screenshots. I would say, looking at the three quickly again, I will give the screenshots at least roughly around like an 8 out of 10 overall. How about you, Scar?
Overall,
Mm-hmm.
8 out of 10. Pretty
Right.
lore accurate. I
Sis?
like it.
Now here's the thing: Sis hasn't played Genshin, so she would just, you know.
I only know the memes and that my bisexuality is getting attacked by how attractive a lot of them are. So yeah.
Alright, so screenshot.
We're going by screenshot first, right?
Yeah, screenshot, not
Okay.
the actual character.
Okay, all right.
We do mention the
So-
character with the screenshot, but once again,
Okay.
this is more cosplay, and we kind of are aware of its lore.
The first picture. Okay, what throws me off first of all is the proportion, because I do agree with Scar. It looks a little weird from like an angle. Honestly, if it was made at like, I don't know, a more diagonal angle or like an angle where it's like not quite the front, it would have probably looked a bit more attractive to me. Not to say that it's not bad, it's just probably a little disproportional because of the way the shot is. Now the second picture, I'm gonna wait for my brother to change it. Second picture, really nice actually. My brother and Scar both mentioned how like this portrays her character. I like how it's not quite like straight. It's kind of like taken at an angle. And I like the way the proportions are. Like, it's not too crazy where the teapot is or where the teacups are. It's like right at at a good spot where you can still see her overall. So it's nice. And it's not overwhelming enough where you're like, oh, let me look at the other character at the side. Like, your eyes directly go to her. And the third picture. Cute picture. Nothing much to say. I don't play Genshin. I don't know much of her personality. But going off like the way this screenshot was taken, I can tell like she's very like cutesy. So overall, out of 10, I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10.
Alright, so next one, let us talk about the
You fashion is next.
oh, fashion is?
Yeah, you
Okay.
said screenshot, fashion, character, opinion. Don't tell me you forgot your own character.
I didn't want to put it in that sort of order, but if you want it. Alright, so I'll go first again. When it comes to the fashion, now, granted that since this is a cosplay, we're looking at the outfit in terms of if the outfit in itself, well, my sister doesn't play Phantasy Stars, so she doesn't know a lot of the outfits, but we're going to be looking at the outfits, especially for the cosplay stuff, and seeing if this was by default already in the game. Obviously, Noelle's outfit is not for Genshin. And looking through these quickly again, when it comes to the stuff that they use to pull off the look, and if you look at the original picture, I would say they did a pretty good job of trying to get the same sort of appearance with Noelle in this game. Now, granted that it's not exact, and I can point out the little snippets here and there. Oh shoot, I accidentally deleted that. I need to pull that up again. But yeah, pretty much, I would say in terms of getting it, it's gonna be rough around an 8 for me. Crow's like, I made it in time. Hey there, Crow. Alright, since... wait, who was it? Yeah, Scar, you're next. Let me also pull up
Okay.
the picture.
Are we on to the next entry?
Yeah, we're on the character now. But since this is cosplay, it's like, how accurate is it to, Actually, no, we're on fashion, excuse me, not character. Fashion. So we're seeing
Fashion.
the outfit and if it's close to what it is, which is Noelle.
Yeah. As I said, it's pretty much well done. For PSO2 standards, and keeping it similar to Noelle. And I can imagine it's super hard trying to put a vision on there too. But the color aesthetic, they even tried putting the armor on. I'd give it an overall, as I said, 8 out of 10. It's a really good cosplay.
Alright, sis. No, my sis is also a cosplayer in real life, so...
I'm not gonna like be too bad about it though. Well, the biggest thing I do appreciate is that the color scheme from what was offered, blah, 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 English, I can talk. From what the actual picture is to what's on the screen, I'd say it's pretty accurate, considering that I'm assuming that it is hard to like replicate a cosplay in game. So I do like the fact that they tried to stick to the colors of the character and then make do with what was offered. So honestly, I would give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Alright.
Impressive.
Alright, so next category will be the character. Now, since this is a cosplay,
Don't go crazy.
well, one, like the looks to that character, but not only that, like just by looking at the picture, can we see like the sort of personality from that as well? So I'll start it off again with these three. It does illustrate the cute side, the maid sort of, the feel, and then the action bits. So in terms of the actual character and their looks to Noelle, I would say that it fits.
You good, bro?
I'm also thinking about like the proportions and whatnot as well, but I can't really judge it with just these pictures and shots.
I see.
So I'll just say that it's pretty close. The way it's taken and also like the poses and whatnot, that kind of influenced it as well. So I will most likely give it an 8 still. It's kind of hard since it's cosplay. Alright, so Scar, you'll go.
Proportional wise, like what you mentioned, you have to get a good look at that there. What really bothers me is the action pose. It's the proportion with the weapon. It is so goddamn huge. This is like a claymore times 2. It's insane. And only reason why I'm coping so hard right now is because I play Genshin and I understand the lore and the backstory of this character. And I could see her doing this, but again, the proportions is really horrendous with that angle. Everything else about the other two, I would say, I do like those, especially the second one. That is the most accurate. But I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10, only because I keep staring at that action pose and it's just so fucking huge, man. And yeah, that's it.
All right, sis.
For what character?
Yeah.
This is where I wish I knew more about Genshin.
Yeah, that.
Because I feel I feel like looking at the character, like picture to this, I'm like, accurate. So I'm like,
Well, if you, regardless of the lore, what do you think about the characters? Like, not only in terms of the personality, like their appearance, like their actual body, minus the fashion. Like, pretend if they're nude and if they have the right sort of proportion and whatnot.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
If they were naked. That's what I mean by character, by everything, like their proportions, and if you think they did all right with the
wording.
What? That's what I literally mean.
Dude,
I had to cycle through. Because that's what I was getting at when I was mentioning my snippet. What?
I'm thinking.
Alright.
6 out of 10.
You want to elaborate a bit more, or is it just
no?
That's it. All right. Okay, this is where we finalized it with the last category, which is our opinion. So, I would say, I think I'm being rather nice. I think the only thing which I do have to agree on is this action pose. Overall, though, it still fits the theme of Noelle and like trying to get close to her. So I will give it a 7 overall. All right, Scar.
All right. My only problem is the action pose. That's it. And I will tell you why. If you would have simply done a different lobby action with the sword where you're holding it with both of your hands, for example, there's the sword pose where you just do the standard sword animation. Or you could just whip out the weapon and hold it like normal. And then it would look like the actual character portrait in Genshin. You probably could have done that there, and then I probably would have said, like, okay, yep, this is it. This is Noel. But yeah, the proportions are horrendous. And again, it's making me want to give it a 5 out of 10, only because I can't stand looking at how huge that thing is compared to her entire body.
Alright. Sis?
I think we can all agree the action pose was not the best pose.
Yeah.
The longer I stare at it, the more I'm like,
That's why I kind of left it there.
sumo. What?
So score?
Like, overall, though, aside from the action pose, like, everything else is good. It's just, I wish you would have chosen a better shot for the action pose, that's all.
Or a different lobby action.
Yeah. It's just, again, different action pose would be best. Overall, I would say, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Alright, so let me tally this up once again. The big thing is though, hold up, someone's asking where do I send my...
Yep, I just saw it. It updated on the original channel, so there's another one we can look at.
Okay.
But it's not
Yeah.
part of the rank rewards.
Yeah,
but
so
still in.
note that if you do decide to send pictures, it's not going to be for the prize money. It's just like, just adding on and extending the stream. But let me average this out. So in terms of what Scar gave, he gave it 8 for screenshot, 8 for character, 5 for fashion, and then 5 for opinion. So 8 plus 8 plus 5 plus 5 divided by 4. What the can I not do that?
I can't do math. I'm doing the calculating right now as well.
I'm letting y'all do it.
What the fuck? 16, 26. Okay, my calculator not okay.
Okay,
It's
alright, this is how I did it.
6.5.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's what I did. I divided it by 4. I got 6.5.
I don't
So
know-
6.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think
Six.
my calculator on my phone just could not do PIMDOS or operations. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yep.
So
6 overall.
24. Yeah, so we'll also round these up. So overall score is Scar gave it a 6. Almost
Yep,
like
it rounds up
9
to a 6.
to an 8, and then my sis gave 7. 9 plus 6 plus 7. 7. So overall score, Scar is a 6, mine's an 8, and then my sister is a 7. But once again, the thing is, Hiroko kind of won this cosplay by default because he was only one. So there is another entry, but we'll talk about that one a bit later. We'll get through the main rank one. So pretty much.
Yay!
So I will message you personally, Hiroko, for the Steam code that I got, and I will give it to you. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Once again, this was in reference to Genshin Impact with their cosplay. Now, the next entries are pretty much original characters, meaning that this is your sort of approach. This is you doing a bunch of things, and will be a bit more, well, definitely, especially with the character, unlike that of the cosplay one where we kind of had to just still fit in the box with like the cosplay and all that. This is gonna be a bit different. So, alright, so the first entry is Bitsujin's character, so I'll cycle through it for my sister. So I did kind of give people a heads up on how to angle the screenshot. One is up close, one is far away, so we can
Right
see
back.
their thing, and then the action pose, or like something for the third pose. So you're set, sis, or? Alright. You good, Scar? Yeah, that's why I decided to choose lobby music, Crow. Still need time, Scar, or you were good? Did Scar die on me? Scar?
No, he muted himself.
Oh. He's in deep contemplation. I think oh gosh, I just realized the camera was angled off weirdly. But yeah, so we still got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 contestants still. Oh, you're pulling up the stream on your end? Yeah, there was only one person that submit for the cosplay, which is why Roroko was the one that kind of won by default. He did put another one in, but that wasn't the main one, and we'll look at that one later. Most likely, once again, I don't think my sister will be able to survive like 2 hours worth of this, so...
Please, God, no.
So most likely, the other entries that people submit is just gonna be Scar and I going over it and talking about it. So we'll just get through the ranked ones first. There's at least, I think, 5 to 6 contestants for the original characters. But, yeah. Wait, why is Scar muted? Scar! Are you aware? Are you dead, Scar? Or did you not realize you muted yourself? Why do we wait on one of our judges that suddenly somehow disappear? What do you think, sis? So
I don't
far.
like going first.
I should have tried cosplay. Yeah, so the big thing was I was super confused because I thought since Morocco put theirs in, I thought that people were able to do it, and I questioned like if someone didn't. The big thing is no one told me if like this was a thing. So yeah, Scar died. So anyways, well, while we wait for Scar, I guess.
Bros. I'm here. I'm here, bros.
Well, where did you go?
Yeah, my family did a surprise visit. I was like, hey, what's up, everyone?
Oh.
I'm doing a fashion review right now. What's going on? Yeah, all right, okay. What we doing, guys?
So
okay,
we're good,
yeah.
Scar. We're not gonna lose you suddenly.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright,
I'm
so
here.
we're looking at Bitsujin stuff. Have you looked through the pictures or?
Yes, I did glance over. Okay,
Alright.
so now I see what's going on. All right.
Alright, I'll go
Okay.
from... How are the pictures ordered anyways? I should look at that in Discord too. Oh, I see someone put in their pictures. Alright, it looks like... Yeah, action pose first and then onwards. So in terms of the
Okay.
screenshots, I'll go first again. So
Okay.
screenshot-wise, it is pretty much... What is it? This is an action pose. This is in Tokyo from the looks of it. And then this one looks like it's in Oracle in reference to like episode 5 of that forest. Now, I do like the diverse use of the scenery, the environment, especially since it is from Oracle from the looks of it. But it does also fit whatever theme you're going for your character. In terms of the angles that you did, once again, like you're able to do that close up, the far away, and then your whatever you want for the third one, and that just helps out. And it looks like you were able to position your character in a way where we kind of focus in on them regardless of where they're at. Granted that the close-up one is kind of obvious because it's literally covering up most of it. So overall, I'll give an 8 when it comes to the screenshots. I'll hand it over to Scar now.
All right. When I'm looking at the first image, overall, I'm just gonna say, I do appreciate that they're using base PSO2 as the backgrounds and everything, because you know it gives you that blast of the past. But anyways, let me get into the point. First image, when I'm looking at that, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And then the vibes I'm getting from this character is like, you know, she's gonna beat the shit out of you, kind of thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's cool. I want to fight her. Yeah, but overall though, with what I'm seeing there, hard to say. When I'm looking at everything here and I'm piecing it together, I'm just gonna go ahead and slide in a 6 out of 10.
Alright. Sis?
Are we doing proportion or
Screenshots.
screenshots?
So just how
Okay.
it's taken.
Well, sorry. First screenshot. Look, I had to move my headphones a little from my ear. I'm getting a headache again. First screenshot, not bad. Good idea to use like a more saturated background, making your character kind of stand out a bit. I like the contrast. My eyes go directly to her. Second one, nice. Use it, nice. I'll go into more detail about why later in another part of this. Third one, also nice. I kind of like how all the screenshots kind of come together in a kind of story. So it's not too crazy, but also like it's nice. So overall, I would give 7 out of 10.
Alright, so next category, it is the fashion aspect. So, I'll go first. What is it? I do like the diverse themes that you got for the outfits that are being displayed. The first one is obviously like military sort of look. The second one is casual wear, especially in a business attire. And then third is more of a warrior theme. In terms of the outfits, it is quite original, which is nice, keeping it clean, not adding too much to it, which I do like some simplicity like that. I would say I will and when it comes to this one, I do want to see a bit of it, but once again, I understand what I kind of did. I can only guess what this outfit might be, but it will most likely still fit that warrior theme that you were going. So in terms of outfit, I'll give it... Actually, I'm looking at the first one. I'm kind of wondering what the blue thing is sticking out over there. I think it's TMG's. But overall, I'll almost likely give it a 7. I think the thing that made me pause now is just that blue thing. But other than that, it's pretty simple. And it fits the theme that you were delivering. Alright, Scar?
Fashion. I really love how diverse they are. You get basically you have like a tactical battle suit, and then you got the simple business attire, and then you got the full-blown berserk ooga booga kill monster outfit. And for the first one, that one definitely is my favorite. That one looks really good. It fits the theme perfectly. Second one, again, that fits the theme perfectly. This person has done they've done really, really good on fitting everything to the theme. And then for the third one, now maybe if it was a little bit zoomed out, to kind of show more on the theme or the background, that might help emphasize it. But overall, I know exactly what it is because, again, I played the game. If you play the game, you already know what the hell is going on. So I'm going to just say that. But for other people, maybe zooming out would show more in the background and theme and give people an idea what exactly is going on there. Overall, though, really well done, diverse, 9 out of 10.
Dang, alright. Sis?
Fashion.
Yep, fashion.
Okay.
So I'll start with
So, honestly, actually, the second picture kind of stood out to me a bit. Mainly because, like, it's really simple. Also, hips are very...
We could talk about that more on the character aspect.
I like the
fashion.
choice. I like the choice of the skirt and the belt for that. First one really nice. It kind of gave me like sort of like a good vibe to what all the pictures were tied in together. Hips. The third one actually, like, I don't play the game, as Scar and my brother have mentioned, but I kind of like the choice of the fabric, the coloring, and yeah, I do agree with Scar. If it was zoomed out a tad bit, that'd be good. Like see more, but from what I can see, pretty good. Very good. The first one, I really don't have a negative. I don't have a really good vibe. I just have an okay vibe. So it's just mainly because nothing really sticks out to me personally. It's just a very simple like battle suit or action suit. I don't know. Nothing too crazy. Aside from that, overall, in terms of like the fashion choices, like nothing too crazy. Everything kind of stuck to a theme. I'll give this 7 out of 10.
All right. So next category we're going into is character. Not only in terms of how you're able to display the personality, in terms of the physique, the facial stuff, etc., etc. So I'll quickly glance through all 3 of these again and would say that in terms of the proportion, it definitely has that certain robust to it. You can see the thickness to it, especially in the legs and hips.
Thick.
I mean, the entire body, it looks like they're pretty thick. Not only that, especially with the third shot, it shows that she has abs there as well. Not as toned, but it's there. You can see it. You can see at the chest. You can see at the chest, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
Okay, y'all. Personal poll. Is more of a thigh?
No. Okay, going back on topic. Anyways. It also looks like you're still using the PSO2 Oracle body, which I will still appreciate because, you know, a lot of people are moving over to the new Genesis and just going to that, but the fact that you're still using Oracle is pretty nice. What else can I say? Now, in terms of the... looking at the face... I would say it's overall okay. What else can I talk about? In terms of the personality that I'm seeing, it seems like this person has like a dual sort of life, or you know, they got the I'm an office lady sort of deal, and I'm in modern society sort of. Then it's like she can easily do a 180 and go into combat and just be a badass. So in terms of this, I'll give it a 7. All right. Well. How about you, Sky?
All right, here we go. Fun part. First one. That one I can definitely say. I'm gonna say that one's my favorite one, and I'll tell you why. The first one really fits the theme and aesthetic that I'm getting there. This thing has done a really good job emphasizing the personality there, whereas she looks excited to fight something. That's the vibe I'm getting there. She looks excited to pick a fight with someone. I like that. The cleavage is a plus. It just because that's the point of that outfit, to emphasize the cleavage. I'm just gonna say the cleavage sells there, and the aesthetic looks good. Second one, I like that too. She's back in the suit, but it's a little bit unfitting for that character. But you know, everyone has those casual days. I'd like to think that's what it is. Third one, that one definitely is the least favorite, but because I can't really get a gist of the background and everything. The face, it kind of throws me off a little bit, but you know, with this kind of outfit there, I'm like, you know, this it's a little bit fitting, so I shouldn't really complain. Overall, 7 out of 10.
So, I have taken over briefly. Morph had to go use the restroom. So, it's just like, oh, okay. I am extremely biased. I am extremely based. I'm so sorry. It's them hips. I was like, the first one, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then the second one, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I do like. Uh-oh.
Well, go on.
I forgot what I was saying. I was busy
You
with
do
the hips.
like. What the?
I like the hips.
You
like,
and your thick characters.
I don't look, okay? It's a very proportional character. I kind of get the vibe that she has a dual life, but it's like kind of those like
Biased choice.
it's like if I were to come up with a title for all 3 sets, it's I'm a office lady that works a 40-hour work job, but online I'm a beast or something. like some kind of stereotypical like light novel like title. Like that's the vibe I'm getting. Everything kind of ties together into that, so it's nice. So I don't know if y'all can see what Morph is doing right now. He's just vibing.
Don't get distracted. Just
I can't. We are in the same room.
My surviving heart. No, I'm kidding. All right.
Don't do that. Your glasses will fly off your face again.
That's if I go like headbutt. Anyways, go.
I'm gonna go with 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. All right. So let us.
Office ladies are going to be the neuron activation of
Alright.
the world.
So, last category is opinion. I will say overall, with everything that we reviewed over, I will give this most likely a 7. Yeah, 7. See, Scar.
Definitely a 7.
All right, sis.
7 across the board.
All right. So, in
Epic
terms
7.
of total score, my sister pretty much gave an average of 7 overall. Scar is pretty much.
He's busting out the calculator.
Well, I can do that quick addition and whatnot. It's just dividing into weird numbers. Scar is 7 as well, and then mine is pretty much 21, 28. Oh, mine's a 7 as well. Wait, nope, I lied. I didn't do my math properly. Well, actually, no, it is. It rounds to a 7.
You Asian,
So
you need to know how to do math.
7 across the board when it comes to Bitsugin's character. So, pretty much this is Bitsujin stuff. Shout out to him for putting the pictures. Hopefully you're him. If I'm wrong, correct me.
Morph.
I'm assuming everyone's a dude until proven otherwise. Alright, so that's
the internet rule.
Internet rule. Alright, oh gosh. Do we want to do beef or skip over beef and use beef last?
Let's do it.
Alright, so
Go in order. In order.
Alright, yeah, it's in order. So let me make sure on Discord that I did pull the pictures up in order. Note that Beef placed a lot of characters. This is his main one that he wants to submit. So we're looking at this one for this category. And
Is this
holy shoot.
the beef that I should be worried about, or is
Don't
this
worry
the
about it,
Yes.
sis.
This is the beef.
Let my
it's the
sister
beef.
be ignorant so she could judge it without any sort of bias. These are the
I
three
have no
pictures.
bias. I don't play the game.
Sis, beef is godlike, alright? Scar and I have to somewhat nerf this. But anyways, cycling through the pictures for you, sis.
Are you and Scar okay?
Sis, shut up.
I'm doing fine. I am perfectly fine.
I don't know
was
about
mentally
me.
prepared for this.
Yeah, well,
Are you? Do you
Alright.
need more water?
I'm fine, sis. Okay, so, you're good, Scar?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
Alright, so let's get going. Screenshot. So, pretty much, doesn't really display as much in terms of like the outside environment. It does zone in on the character though, which is kind of big. They do have 2 that's close up, and the third one that kind of angles a bit of their body. But I will most likely, in terms of the screenshot and trying to use most out of it, I'll give it a fair score of 7, just because it doesn't really play with the background as much, but I mean, it still emphasized on whatever the goal was, which is to zoom in on the character. Alright, Scar.
Okay, refresh my memory. What is one's primary focus?
Well, in terms of the screenshot, that's
Yes.
technically like could be the background that could be added. It could be like the character and how it's positioned.
Okay, so I was thinking it. Okay,
Yeah,
so let me
just
keep going to what I
The
was
reason
thinking.
why I mentioned the environment too is just like that's something you could play off of. Granted that I'm aware that Beef is zoned in on the character, but you know, I'm also trying to do a nerf of some sort.
Yeah, more if you're just being incredibly base. Let me show you how it's done.
What the fuck?
All right. First one. When I'm looking at that first image, for example, Beef does a really, really good job emphasizing the character, not the theme. The background is lacking in many ways in terms of aesthetic and just the design overall to kind of complement the character. It's really, really emphasized towards the character itself, and it does not show much on the theme, the background, and everything else. Overall, I'm just going to go ahead and just give it an overall summary on that first part. 5 out of 10.
Alright, sis.
I'm gonna be really mean. So, playing off what Scar says, yes, like the screenshot definitely is focusing completely on the character. However, I would have liked to see a little bit more of like the background, kinda get an idea of what the theme is. Honestly, like all three shots just remind me of a pinup model. So it's like if that was the theme you were going for, that's good. I just wish there was a little bit more of a background, because I'm focusing on the character, yeah, but I'm like, where is she? What's the story? What's the theme? Like, character, really nice, but right now it's screenshot, and honestly, again, I'm gonna be really mean. 4 out of 10.
Damn.
Oh.
I guess I'm the one that's being nice. All right.
Yeah,
so
Morph.
let's go to the fashion aspect. Kind of. Let's see. They're using just one for all of the screenshots, and remembering. Well, let me think. I do know the outerwear. I'm just trying to figure out what the base wear is. I think I know what it is because I do not have it and I want to get it, but I don't got it. So it's pretty much like a suit that's kind of underneath it, but they have a military jacket over them. And with the pictures that they have, it does, well, this one does reveal a good chunk of it from head to toe, but the other ones, it's kind of hard to figure it out. So I would most like, and not only that, it's only this one set, so I will most likely, it reminds me of Ark's Knight thinking about it, looking at the thing, but I'll give it
Someone did mention
a
that.
6 out of 10, just because when it comes to the somewhere between a 6 or 7. I'll sit on it. It's not. It's unique because they did blend it up and mix it up. But yeah, I'll just sit on that. All right, Scar, you go.
All right. Overall wording. Arknights. That's what I'm getting from there. Now, let me tell you. The overall fashion aesthetic, yes, it's pretty cool. I like that. And what really stood out is the mini side cloak that Beef's got going on in the character. If you look closely around the left hip, you can kind of see which looks like a cloak or a mantle to the side. That was really cool. I like that. And it fits with this tactical, and also it's got the suit and everything. It's really good. This looks like a military officer straight out of Arknights. And then I'm getting most of the Arknight vibes because it's the combat wear with the animal ears. Because a lot of Arknight characters, they are very diverse in race, and there's a lot of, I would say, animal ears and stuff like that in Arknights. So yeah, overall though, the fashion super fucking good. This is a 9 out of 10.
9. Most likely what I'm doing is put it as a 7 for me. Alright, sis?
We're in fashion now?
Yeah, fashion.
Okay, so compared to the screenshots, fashion-wise, good job. I really like how you had a lot of like the military technician kind of idea. First of all, please go back to the third picture.
This.
I want those shoes so badly. So badly. But I think this picture and the second picture, really good showing off the clothes. I like how also you didn't like put a dark shirt or anything underneath. You chose a white one, and the tie. Very, very nice. Overall score, 7 out of 10.
Alright, next aspect is the character. So, gotta go through this sometimes. Alright, so we mentioned Arknight, which is kind of demi-humans aspect. If you're not familiar with that term, it's pretty much like half of a certain animal characteristic and then that of a human. and pretty much it fits that sort of character right here. Not only that, the lobby actions that they're using is quite provocative, suggestive. Might be their personality like that. In terms of their proportions and whatnot, it's definitely there. But other than that, it doesn't really show anything else other than what I'm assuming. So I'll most likely give it a score of 7 just because maybe somewhere between 7 or 8. I'll sit on that one too. Because it's hinted at. They really did well with the character design. Just that in terms of like selling it to someone that might just look at it and be like, you know, what's their sort of personality, and like kind of flesh them out. Just looking at these 3 shots, other than the things I stated, like anything beyond that, I don't know. So, Scar?
10.
God damn it, Scar! I thought we were not gonna do this.
There was no
Let's face it.
hesitation.
Look at the character.
There's no
If you look at the
hesitation.
character, yeah, no hesitation. Do I have to explain it? The character's proportion is perfect. It's perfection. That's it.
I'm aware of it, Scar. It's just that, you know. Alright.
The character does not look abnormal around the face either. She's perfect.
Yeah, you're not wrong with that, especially with stuff we've seen. Yeah, I can get behind
Bro,
it.
you can put down a 10 if...
No, I cannot give a perfect score. I mean, it is very tempting to, but dang.
Ayo, I'm down bad too, but I'm trying not to be biased here.
Down bad. I'm being realistic. It's perfection.
Okay. Scar, my brother in like culture.
All right,
I know.
Ignoring us, sis. What's your opinion? Sis, be honest. Don't do whatever if you want to
Be
go
honest.
beyond.
You say be honest.
Yes, be honest.
Be honest. I'm scared to be honest.
You're not gonna get
Okay,
like.
welcome to my
pitchfork.
TED Talk. We're gonna talk about the thickness of this character right now.
Oh god, of course it's gonna be high because of the thickness.
No, it's not. Lies.
Is it? Is it? Anyways, go. Just go before this goes longer.
I'd say 9 out of 10. The reason why it's not perfect is because I'm still kind of holding on to the fact that the screenshot score that I gave was low. Overall, good character build, good character like aesthetic.
What did that be the like overall opinion then?
Okay. Retract that statement. I'll put that in. But 9 out of 10, it cannot be perfect.
Oh gosh.
Look, at least I didn't say a 9.8.
I'll still stick with 8 just because I'm nerfing it, alright, for myself.
Scar, you and I are together in this.
I could push for a 9, but I'm gonna go with 8.
I can just
All
feel
right.
the pain in Morph's
Fine.
voice right now.
Overall, opinion-wise, I will give it a 9 though. Well, actually, I'll flip a coin on this one.
It's
either
right
8 or
there.
9.
Your coin's right there. He
Alright,
has
I'll
a
flip
coin.
it and talk to myself about it. It's
Go
somewhere
up
between
to
8
the
or
side.
9.
Go to the side then.
Nah,
Go to
I'll
the
do
side.
it right here. Alright, Scar, your overall opinion?
Final verdict. 2.
Wait, what?
Please emphasize the background and theme more. You have lost the perfect opportunity to emphasize this character and just the aesthetic. It's too focused on her and not about the theme. 2.
Alright, sis.
I also want to mention this. So Morph flipped the coin, and then the coin fell through the desk. So fate basically was like, nope, you're gonna have a hard time with this.
You know, I'll just give it an 8 because the screenshot is a thing, but in terms of the perspective and whatnot, I still count that. So I'll stick to an 8.
All right. So overall, I'm holding on so hard to the fact of the screenshot. You missed a really good opportunity to maybe like play around with the background, play around with a bit more angles. If your main focus was to focus on the character, which I believe it is, really good job. God damn it, I'm down bad too. Scar, don't laugh. Scar, listen, Scar, you can't laugh at me. You know it's true. But the only thing I'm really upset is just that screenshot. That could have like put more oomph to the character, more oomph to the theme. Like, again, you do great with the character design. Like, I can understand why Morph and Scar were, like, panicking a bit. And we're like, we need a nerf. And we're like, what? And it was me like, I don't know what's going on. I don't care.
Alright.
But overall, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
Alright, so overall scores. Scar
Scar's living in Morph's head rent-free.
Alright, so Scar, your average is like 6.5. You want to go up or down? In terms to 6 or 7?
If it says 6.5, it's gonna be a 6.
Alright.
Whatever that first digit is, that's what it is. If it says 7.5, it's a 7. If it's a 5.5, it's a 5.
What the fuck did my calculator do? How the hell did you do that, calculator?
The Asian inside of this, out of it.
Oh shit, wait, that explains everything. I'm hitting the wrong number.
Wow.
That should be like, what, 11? Oh, Asian can't do math at the moment. Oh, never mind, I fixed it. Sis,
Emotional
so
damage.
your average is 6.75. Want to go up there? I mean, technically,
give me the coin.
7.
Give me the coin. I
Alright.
will allow fate.
Jesus Christ, Morph.
It will remain at a lovely 7.
7. Alright. Alright, so the overall score for Beef is 7, 6, 7. I'll also round up the numbers at the very end too, or give you guys the like total for it. So pretty much this is Beef's character, one of his characters. He's got like several other characters
Please
that's
tell me.
lined up.
Please tell me we don't judge them.
No, they're not part of the main entry, but
Okay. I think
I mean,
I
you-
would. I think
if you
I
want to
would
look
have-
at them at your own time, you can do it.
I mean, yeah, I have access, and I'll do it in my own time. Yeah, but I don't want to have a mental breakdown on
Alright,
stream.
so next character is Rue.
Ooh, nice.
So they did submit back then as well with the last fashion thing that we did. So they got 3 screenshots, as you can see, up close, far away, and kind of a mix of both. Alright, let me know when
Morph, I think you missed one. You skipped one.
Crimson, I'm doing theirs later because they added pictures like a bit
The later
so,
entries?
yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay,
So-
carry on.
Yeah, we're doing Crimson's a bit later, but... Alright, you're good? How about you, Scar? You good?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, so let's talk about screenshots. Holy shit, the good use of it, and it does display some other things as well. They're also using G-Shade. Obviously, once again, this is kind of going beyond what the norm of PSO2 is. But you can tell that they decided to take good angles and good shots at and using their environment to display whatever they're trying to do with their character. So, and then also in terms of perspective, it does focus on the character here and there. The only thing I might have a gripe with is the second one, because if you look at that ground, it is not I don't know if that's stable, especially with the left foot like being a bit off. But other than that, I will most likely give the screenshots category for Rue an 8. Alright, Scar.
Overall, Ryu, well done. This is definitely a high-grade material, and I'll get into it at depth. First one, it does emphasize the up-close shot of the character. Really good use of the background. It's got that night theme going on, and in case you haven't got a good look at Ryu's character blends best at night. That first one, it's a perfect emphasis of that. Second one, that one is great. It's the full body shot. You get a better idea of what it looks like. And as you can see, it looks like Ryu's king of the world, that kind of vibe. Now, the only gripe is that since you're on the top of that mountain in particular, you have to stand at the right spot to not look funny. And as you can see, your left foot is kind of giving that off there. It was so close, but it's really good for emphasizing the full body. Third one, again, really well done with the theme, the aesthetic. As you know, Ryu is the resident braver of the server, so Ryu's got to have that katana with them at all times. And as you can see, they are probably sharpening or polishing it, maybe both. It's really good. They're inspecting their weapon. They're about to go murder some things, and yeah, the theme is really good. It's fitting. Good stuff. Overall, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10.
Sis,
I've emerged from a nap. What's up?
screenshot.
No, I'm joking. Don't head pat me. Okay, y'all.
Ah!
Okay, y'all. Screenshot wise, yes. Yes, I love it. I do agree with my bro and Scar. That second shot just... Okay, I'll be honest, when I first saw it, I'm like... I didn't know that was a mountain until Scar mentioned that, and I'm like, wait, that's a mountain? I thought she was floating on air.
Oh.
I thought she was floating, so my brain was like... Huh?
Yes, it's a mountain.
Yeah, it's a mountain.
It's a mountain. She
It's
said
an
that
ice
too, but
mountain.
I did not know that, okay?
It's all
I
good.
did not know that was a mountain. I thought she was levitating. That's how powerful I thought she was. But aside from that one awkward shot, 9 out of 10, perfect use of color, environment, making your character stand out. It's great using the space. It's good. I just thought for a second that she was OP and just did not need ground to hover, fly. I do like screen
You're not
number one.
wrong.
Screen number 1 is my favorite one.
Alright, next category is the fashion aspect.
It's
So-
not violence.
It is. Help me. But anyways, in terms of the fashion, it is different. I think it is different. It's actually fooling me right now. I might be the same base from what I'm staring with the second and the third one. Looks like different outerwear though, but I do like that slight mix-up. In terms of the fashion in itself and the characteristics and the stuff that it's displaying as well, it definitely has a military theme, and you know, I do like a full body like covering compared to, you know, skirts and all of that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my skirts, but I do like it, especially if you do enact that of power and whatnot. Like, you got those pants. The game doesn't have as much pants, alright? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, let me go into battle in a skirt.
I mean, sis, have you... Actually, no, never mind. I'm not gonna ask that. Or even state that. But, anyways, I do like the use of the, what is that thing that's on their head?
Headgear.
Headgear.
I know it's a headgear, but I'm trying to remember the exact word. It's like a night vision goggle thing.
Headgear.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but it's like a tactical visor.
Yeah, tactical visor, night vision thing. I do like the use of it. They also got the ears as well. Not a big fan of cave. I don't even know if that's a fox or cat ear, but I mean, fan service. What else can I point at? Also, it looks like, looking at it too, like you kind of just took off a good chunk of the outerwear as well. So the first one, it looks like you're not wearing as much, so you kind of show a bit of that, and it looks like there's a, well, I think that goes into personality or character, because I do see the scar. But I would say overall, I'll give it a... I'm on the fence about a 7 or 8, so I'll let Scar take over. Cat ears, alright.
God damn it, Morph. Pick a number.
I'm sitting on it.
Stop sitting on it
Fine,
and
I'll
pick
flip
one.
it. Alright,
Price.
let me let fate decide. There we go.
I swear, if you broke something on that desk.
Alright, I will give it a 7.
Thank you, Morph, for your honesty.
Well, have you been questioning my honesty?
A good
I
chunk
see
of the
that.
server kinda is.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, Scar, go.
Very well. Now, for the fashion. Now, overall, Ryu is usually going with the cyber samurai look, so I can basically see how it all fits in. If you are new to this, for example, you don't really know this character in particular, you're looking at it, you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Because they, as you can see, they're pretty tactical. They got a shiny weapon, and it's glowing. So you know this person has emanating power. I would love to see this person fight Virgil from Devil May Cry. This would be the best crossover ever, and that is a fact. But overall fashion, they all have a unique look to it. They're all different. And as I said, it's a cyber samurai look to it. It's got the tactical, so it's kind of a win-win there. Now, if I had a favorite, I don't know. I like them all. But if I'm saying overall, because of how diverse they are and everything else, but only because I can't really see more on the first outfit, I'm just gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
All right, sis.
Alright, guys. Fashion-wise, I don't see a lot of it in the first shot. I do see, like, the top, like, the collar, so, okay. The thing is, I have no idea if it's, like, underneath the outfit displayed in the second one, or if it's a different outfit overall. Playing off what Scar said and what Bro said a little bit, yeah, cyberpunk samurai definitely achieved. However, I wish there might have been a bit more variation. Like, I like how it's consistent, but maybe a little bit more of a difference. On the third picture, yeah, I do see a bit of a difference, but still kind of sticking to the same color scheme. I really wish in the first shot there was more kind of a look overall, like maybe like from like to the chest level or torso level. So it pains me to say it, but 5 out of 10.
Now, this is why we have you, because you haven't played the game.
Is that your way to say, like, I'm just useful because I'm unbiased?
Yes.
I've been used! Well, that's a lie.
I'm sorry, sis.
Anyways.
Well,
next,
it's fine. I have plans for him.
She already got me to wear a wig once, alright?
And I'll do it again.
Anyways, moving on to the next aspect, the character in terms of what it's able to display. I would say it definitely has that sternness to it. It's got the warrior, got the cyberpunk, it got the, like, that vibe of they're ready for combat. Especially looking at the screenshots, looking at the zoom in as well. Like, it looks like they're kind of a badass. Now, proportion wise, I would also say it's okay. Oh yeah, they also have scars too. That I kind of dig because, you know, not a lot of people thinking about it, not a lot of people use like a good chunk of the scar aesthetics in New Genesis. So I'll most likely give it a 7. Alright, Scar?
Character design. As you mentioned, this person knows how to kill someone. This person is basically, I don't know if this person is a soldier, a warrior, or all of the above, but this person's got combat experience. As you can see, it really fits the character aesthetic perfectly. It's just good. And as you know, this person does not smile. She don't smile. She kills. She's a professional. Don't fuck with her. It's a really good aesthetic there with that. I think it's an 8 out of 10. It's well done.
Alright, sis?
Oh, good. You're on the shot that I actually wanted you to be on. Honestly, when I saw that shot, I was like, now that's a katana. That's the vibe I'm getting. So character design and character aesthetic overall, yes, I definitely see the cyberpunk samurai, doesn't smile, ready to like rip you in half. So I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10.
So the next one is just opinion overall. I'll give it an 8. Yeah, I'll just give it an 8. I already explained it in the other aspects. Scar?
7 for me.
Sis?
7 across the board again. Jackpot.
Alright, let us calculate this.
I'm saying these are pretty good rankings overall.
Yeah,
These are the
they're actually
stats.
all kind of close looking at
Yeah,
it.
I don't think we went too far down.
Yeah.
Like
If you
everyone's
guys
kind
wanted
of,
min-max,
yeah, and
this is it.
everyone's kind of like even. I'll
Yeah,
put
good
the
balanced stats.
Average into that. So
real
I'm
1,
guessing,
beef 0.
What is it? So Scar, your score is 7.75 average. You want to round up or stay at 7?
7.
Alright.
I don't round up. I'm staying with this number it gets. First digit.
28, so this is 7. Alright. So that's Rear. So average overall, mine is 8, Scar's is 7, my sister is 7.
Big stats. Good work.
So next one is Hetsia. So I'll cycle through these and let me know when you're ready, sis. We're almost done too, so you could rest because it looks like you're dying.
Yeah. Morph just locks me up in a basement and lets me out to help him judge.
I did not lock you in the face. Holy shoot! Why do you say that on the stream? Why would judging too?
Well, joke's on you. We don't have a basement.
I'm aware of that, but still, it makes it sound bad. I did not lock you up. You were in your own room, thank you. I was reading this idea yesterday. I am innocent.
Morph exposed.
Oh.
Exposed. It's not true.
Well, if anything,
If I don't deny it, then you guys gonna think it's true. If I deny it, then you guys still gonna assume it's true. Anyways, you done, sis? So,
done.
all right, you're good, Scar.
I'm good.
All right.
Scar's just over
So-
here like, why am I here?
I'm very
first-
level-headed.
First portion, screenshot. So, let me think. It's pretty tame. In terms of looking at the environment in the background, also they're using G shade from the looks of it, and anyways, continuing on. It's a screenshot from the looks of they're using G shade because I use this sort of filter most of the time when I take pictures as well to emphasize on the character, and you can still see the background, but it's a bit hazy. So I would say I would most likely give it a 7 just because you do see it. It's just that once again, depending on, well, it's quite tame too in terms of the ones that they chose and where they decided to choose it. So I will give it a 7. Scar?
First question, Hestia. Is your character a boy or a girl? I'm asking for a friend. Second, now.
What?
The character overall and the theme, the aesthetic. As what Morph said, it's very tame. And it does kind of hit the marks there, just with that simplicity there. The third background, that might be a little different because as you can see an active volcano in the background. But we don't talk about the active volcano. We're talking about the simplicity and how tame it is. The second one, I don't know if you're trying to make fun of me or you are trying to do something else that's evil. I don't understand Hesia's true intention. I would never know. But as far as I know, overall, it's pretty simplistic. It's got that. It hits the marks in it. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.
Alright, sis.
I have many questions, but I don't want answers.
Okay, just to answer, I highly think it's a girl because most of Hetsia's characters is a girl. So, yeah.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, correct me, Hitsia.
I'm Confucius.
I'm Confucius. I just said it's a girl.
Confused. No, I'm confused about the comments from earlier. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, I mean, some people don't know Hitsi, so I don't blame them thinking that, it might be a...
Okay.
I mean, there was some in the last contest. Remember, there were a couple traps. I think there was only 1 or 2. And my sister's now, like, here contemplating of trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. Anyway, moving on, so we don't linger anymore, and I judge all people.
my
I don't
God.
judge people. I mean, what? Anyway, screenshot. Really good use of character with screenshot compared to like, I think the one Beef had. There's a little bit more of a background, which actually plays off pretty well. It kind of gives me a vibe of like, oh, let me take a selfie, which is cute. It fits the character. So that's the vibe I'm getting from the screenshots. So that plays off the cute factor. Overall, what is up with the volcano?
That I was kind of.
It's like you know when I first saw like Iron Mouse and then they were like, yeah, so she's from hell. I'm like, wait, what? It
could be underlining
it could be like
something.
that. It could be underlining something. I mean, I like how the background kind of emphasized the outfit too, but at the same time, I'm like, is she Satan?
We could go further into this
But
sort of talk with the character.
aside from that, like overall, like 6 out of 10. It's cute.
Alright, so fashion. Now, this is pretty much one, which I didn't really state like you gotta diverse it, but you know, especially since this is a bit more on the top sort of thing, would like to see a bit more stuff. Just looking at the outfit in itself though and what it's presenting, very simple, and it's displayed through all three of them. So even if we didn't get like, you know, a bunch with the second screenshot, you can still see it in the first and the third. And the first one definitely shows from head to toe, so pretty much, yeah, it's very simple, casual sort of wear, does fit the theme, does match with the character as well. Nothing too complicated. I would still stick with most likely. Well, I'll bump it down to a 6 just because it's not a diverse range. Even if there was a bit of subtleness to it, it would have been a 7, but since there's not as much and it's just one outfit, I'll just stick with a 6. Alright, Scar.
Fashion overall, it's definitely cute. It's simple, but it is lacking diversity. You are correct. We definitely do encourage people to be diverse on your screenshots so you can really sell your character. And SDS is definitely lacking for this one. But again, it really does emphasize the cutesy cute theme for the character. But in this case, I was ideally looking for some diversity here, so 5 out of 10.
Alright, sis.
Okay, so compared to Beef's character earlier, which had one outfit, it was kind of more of like, because of the impact of the character, it's kind of like, well, military character, got it. This character is super cute, so honestly, the current outfit, really cute. I like it, honestly. I would wear an outfit like that. But I kind of wish there was a little bit more diversity. Maybe change the top on the second picture, because that just looks like a pose for the character to have just a different like outfit. Like, I do like the sweater, it's cute, but maybe a little bit diversity. I don't know. It's just like with cute characters, I always have like this opinion that they'll have like multiple clothes.
True.
That's my thing, because honestly, like those really cutesy like characters, like, yeah, they'll have like an outfit you see continuously, but there's always a variation, like a different color, or maybe like they change it, things like that. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting. Like, yes, it's cute, but it's so different compared to like some of the previous ones where it's like there was slight diversity. For Beef, that was a special case because military, and honestly, it was like more focused on the character. This one, because it's a cutesy character, I'm like, I would have liked to see a bit more.
True.
A bit more. Again, I honestly, for the outfit, I would see it in real life. I would wear an outfit in that variation in real life. I'm gonna stick to a 5 out of 10.
Alright.
That's it.
Now let's talk about character. You could, unlike the other ones...
Wait, the volcano is where everyone's hopes and dreams burn?
Let's move away from that particular point. In terms of the character in terms of proportion, I think it fits the theme. Not too, like a character like Bitsujin's where it was like thick and all that. It has that cute and sort of cute frame, thin, adorable sort of design, proportion, all that jazz. Not a lot of the screenshots that were taken use a good chunk of the... Well, I think there were a few that you can definitely see an emotion out of. I don't remember if Beef used the wink action. Now I need to stare at that.
Oh, you're gonna stare at that for other reasons too?
Nah, I'm just making sure that they didn't wink. Yeah, because Hitsy actually winks. And this is a command that you could use in PSO2. Now, it does display the cue. Like, the fact that she's sticking out the tongue, it displays the peace sign and the wink. It's like, oh, it's definitely selling that. Well, yeah, you're tired. I get it, sis. Anyways, what I'm gonna say, it's very cute. The last picture, especially behind the volcano and her doing that sort of pose, kind of makes me think that she's scheming up something, despite her being cute. So I feel like this has drawn out a lot more in terms of the emotion in the character, minus some of the things we already covered. So I'll most likely bump this to I'll give it a 9.
A 9?
Yeah, because
Oh, wow.
it is using like the emotes and whatnot. Because none of the screenshots that I'm looking at, like some of them are subtle. Like Ruse in the previous one, you could see it on the face, but it's not. Maybe it is if you decide to use the certain commands for it, but you can definitely see with Hitsy they decide to use that. So I'll give it a 9. Alright, Scar.
So for cute characters, I'm gonna say, it's almost like an unspoken rule. It's almost like an unspoken rule with cute characters. You need to put extra effort into making them look good or stand out. And at least with the personality, the emotions, Bestie has done a good job with that. You can see that with the aesthetics. Like, as you know, cute characters, they like to make faces, goofy faces, like in the second one. And as I said, they like to look cute. That third one, I don't know what the hell is going on there, but I've been thinking of some theories here. And the first question I got, as I said, are you a boy or girl? I'm asking for a friend. And second, if your character is a boy, I think a lot of guys are going to like explode. Like in the third image, as you can see the volcano in the background, it will be both positive and a negative outlier. They will explode like oh, brain blast kind of moment, that kind of thing. So yes, that is I actually have a serious question. I need to know your character's gender, just out of curiosity. And overall though, with the proportions, that's what I'm saying. The proportions, it makes you think. It's definitely an ambiguous gender look. It's pretty neutral. So we don't know. I don't think we will ever know.
Hitsy, I
But
swear,
overall,
if it's a
at
boy,
least with
I'm
the
gonna say
emotions.
something.
at least with the emotions, you've done really good on that. I'm gonna give you another 7 there.
Alright, sis, why are you contemplating now?
Some of these conversations that you and Scar and the others have, I contemplate life itself and I just wonder, I'm a Fujoshi. I'm not that crazy.
So you say we're crazy?
Yes, but everyone's crazy. I have a certificate.
Anyways, we're back on topic.
Yes, okay. Overall character, very cutesy character. I really have nothing else to say, but I do get very concerned about the volcano bit right there. If that is what you were going for, like, hi, I'm so cute, I'm Satan. Good job. Good job. Some.
Anyways, let's continue
Okay.
on without getting distracted by chat.
I just look at chat. I'm like, what's going on over here?
That's Saku. Just ignore him for a bit. He's one of us.
How can I ignore? It's right there. It's right there.
Shut
Right
up,
there.
Neo.
Right there. Anyway, character overall, it's a very cutesy character with that little conspiracy bit right there. Honestly, in terms of her expression, I can tell what kind of character this character was right off the bat. Like with the emotions and the aesthetics and everything.
Stop looking at chat.
I can't help it. It's like
Crow's roasting me regardless. Everyone's almost roasting me regardless.
it's okay.
True.
Not really, but it's okay.
We're almost done, sis. Don't you want to get?
I'm trying to. Oh God, my nose. Overall, the character is gonna be probably safe. 7 out of 10.
All right. So to speed through this, overall opinions, I am most likely gonna give an 8. Scar.
I swear to God, I'm not eating gummy worms.
Oh my God! If you gummy bears, I demand it.
Overall,
Wait,
4.
did you eat?
4.
4. All right.
4?
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Well, Scar, can you explain since my sis
Volcano.
seems confused?
The volcano.
Oh,
Just
it's
the
volcano.
just volcano.
Okay,
Okay, I see.
4.
It's because he got an underlining message here now.
I'll go with 6.
Alright.
No, but here's the thing about my bro. Like he does get roasted, but he takes it in stride.
True.
Damn it, Scar.
What? What'd I do?
Eat your gummy worms.
I'm not eating gummy worms. But
God damn it. I can't even concentrate on this math.
It's basic math. Plus.
Oh, you want to talk to me about math? You did not do well in math.
No, I
either.
didn't. That's why I was a theater major. They were like, "Oh, here's some measurements. Just cut wood." Yes.
126.
It's like one more entry left, right?
Yes.
Yes, and I can nap. I have a really bad headache, guys. Like,
Alright, so overall
Yeah.
score is pretty much 8, 6, 6. 8 for me, 6 for Sister and Scar. Average. Alright, last
okay,
character.
come back soon.
And once again, this is Hitsy's screenshot, so thank you, Hitsy, for submitting. They kind of did at the last minute too. Actually, no, Crimson was the last minute, but like Hitsy kind of did at the last minute too. And then
oh, that's right. Yeah, we got more. Yeah.
yeah, and then this is the last one. This is Crimson's entry, so I'll cycle through it. Let me know when it's when you're ready.
Crimson. There.
Yeah, the first one's all the way up top, and then like the last two were submitted before I cut it off.
I'm good.
Alright, so I'll go first. Terms of the screenshots. Once again, from the looks of it, seems a bit hazy, but I mean, it's definitely showing the perspective and it's focusing on the character. It is different from each other, and I will say that just for screenshots, I'll give it very simple. Do like the flowers though. But you can't see much of the back. I'll give it a 7 because I feel like this one, like being hazy in the background for the first one is fine. Second one, I feel like they should have actually have a hint of the trees in the background and have it a bit clear. Not too clear, but somewhere in between, like not this blurry hazy than that like of showing a bit more details of it. Because if you look, you can see the flowers, but then like when you look at the trees, it's very blurry when it should be a bit smooth. So I'll give it a 7 due to that. I'll pass it on to Scar.
God damn it.
Chew your
One
gummy
moment.
words faster.
God damn it.
Okay, don't actually do it.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm ready now. So, the first one, I will say, toast. Really good on a full body picture. As you can see, this looks like a goofy person running to school. They're late. Maybe they got caught up in a Tino's roadblock or something like that, and they're waiting for them to cross. Who knows? They're late for school. That's all that matters, and they got toast. And then second one looks more of like a witch or a wizard, that kind of vibe. I don't know. The trees, yeah, it does look like you're standing. You're in an art museum. Maybe you're standing in front of a portrait. I'd like to think that. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. Third one, really good on the up close shot. I don't know if I really have much piece to say. I guess if I wanted to ask for anything, maybe get more of an idea of what the background is like, I guess. But overall, it's pretty goofy, and also it's mysterious. I would say goofy and mysterious. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
All right, sis.
6 out of 10.
Is it most likely what Scar said?
Yeah, going off that, but also like, I want to save what I want to save on my own personal opinion, but it is a little blurry in the second one. I would have liked a little bit more, can't find English words to say, make it a little clearer, true background.
Yeah, like how it's talking about.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit. I do like the flowers. I would like a little bit of the trees, or maybe like, she's holding a lantern. Maybe a nighttime background would also be nice too, but I really cannot tell. But nothing too crazy about the screenshots the way it is. Like, I like the profiling of the character for the screenshots, so that's why that is the score as it is.
Alright. So next bit is the fashion. So you definitely have the cutesy sort of thing going on, goofy. You can tell that for all three of these shots it's different in terms of what they're using. Granted that, yeah, this is up close one. I kind of, since I played the game, know what their outfit is for this one, but granted that someone like my sis, they may want to see more. Depends on what she'll say. Yeah, this one looks like it definitely portrays the fact that they're going to school, but then there's also this aspect where it's like they got the witch theme going on, and pretty simple and cute in terms of how they display that. Nothing too overly complicated. And then this one, most likely simple as well. There's nothing. Well, minus the toast.
Minus the toast.
I mean, gotta point out the toast. Toast is in the person's mouth,
It's
and I mean,
toast!
it kind of reminds them of anime and all that. But other than that, in terms of accessory usage, not that big. But I mean, once again, simplicity is there. So I'll give it a 7. Scar?
Okay, first question. I really cannot make sense of what this girl's story is. But I will say, for the first fashion, I passionately hate schoolgirls. I fucking hate schoolgirls. But with the theme though that I'm seeing here, it's pretty good. It's fitting with what I'm seeing here. But I hate schoolgirls. I'm not going to be based and give you a negative review on that. But I'm just stating I don't like schoolgirls.
You can do that in the opinion
You got
part.
a really good theme. You got a really good theme, yes. And then in terms of the fashion, as I said, I really love the toast. It's so goofy, and it reminds me like, okay, this girl probably is not very smart, so maybe that's why she has the toast in her mouth. It is pretty funny. I like that. Now, the second one, I don't know. Are you a witch? Are you an alchemist? Are you a magical girl? I don't know what the hell is going on. Third image, you have a katana on your back. So this clearly tells me you are more than just a simple schoolgirl. I need to know what it is. What is your story? Are you just a dumb schoolgirl who's late with toast? Or are you actually a genius alchemist or something? Or are you some kind of like, I don't know, a vigilante hero or something? I don't know. I'm very confused on the themes. So 4 out of 10.
Thanks, Gar. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna. Me and my bro are going to a con this weekend. I have schoolgirl uniforms, but they're for Persona 4 and Persona 5. I'm scared.
Based.
Listen. Persona 4, Persona 5 uniform, though. Okay. Going to me on the clothes. It's basic. Not too crazy. Overall, I kind of disagree with Scar. I feel like there is a theme. There is a theme, but I'm gonna share that in my own opinion. It's not crazy. First one, of course, typical schoolgirl uniform. Thigh highs. Yes to the thigh highs.
Toast.
Toast. Yes, put the spotlight on the toast. Although I'm a little concerned about the egg bit, but it's okay. It's animu. Second one. Normal. Basic, nothing too crazy. But the one thing I've noticed is the hairstyle. So the first one, of course, is long. This one is like in a braid, and the last one is, of course, short. And I feel like through the 3 stages, it's like a progression. Like, oh, I'm a goofy schoolgirl, and then all of a sudden, just I am matured out with what has happened to me. So I do like the hairstyle changes. I feel like there is a story behind it, but the fashion not too pizzazz. So 6 out of 10.
Alright. So, now let us talk about character. Just looking at the first one, definitely displays the goofiness, the school sort of theme, and then the fact that like maybe they're doing the same sort of things that, you know, a schoolgirl would do, especially if they have a toast in the mouth.
Toast.
Scar does have a point with what he mentioned about the second picture and the what the heck is my lineup? Get that out.
Yeah,
second
tell me your
one,
story.
it's like there's a bit of curiosity to it. I mean, I do like it though because it's not clear. What else can I say?
Nice Facebook notification, by the way.
Shut up. In terms of proportions, if I had to talk about that, I think it's okay. It fits what their character. I think the big thing that I might want to touch up on is I think it's the eyes that's throwing me off right now. How to form my thoughts about this one. There's a blend of personalities that you can see here and there, but yeah, it kind of boils down to the question of like what sort of theme, character, or like what are you in particular? Because you got that sword in the back, then you got the witch one, and then the schoolgirl. It's like, are you like a magical girl, or are you having like several different roles? What is it? Which adds a bit of uniqueness and mysteriousness behind it.
Yes.
These pictures. But I'm trying to figure out what I want to say about those eyes, so I'll think on what I want to say. I'll pass it on to Scar for now.
All right, let me answer your question for you, Morph. Her eyes are huge. Now, as I said, very mysterious. I would love to know more about this character's story, but for what I'm getting at is that she progressed from that toast girl with huge hair, and then I'm guessing she shaved. I don't know, or maybe she got a haircut. I don't know. She has a hat. I'd like to know more about that hat. Where did her hat go for the third image? Can you cast magic? I don't know, but the themes at least. There's one thing I did really like. White and black. If you look at the outfits, they all have that same color aesthetic, and I'd like to think that that third image, it is also the same color.
It's
the aesthetic.
Just to clear it up, it should be the Fate collab outfit because it does have that white sort of tight turtleneck. I don't remember if it's pants or a skirt for the bottom, but there is a way to dye it and change it, and there's different color variations, so it could be black and white.
Definitely does look white and blackish, but that's the aesthetic I noticed there. I'm like, okay, I like that pattern at least. Overall, though, for the fashion, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7.
Alright, sis. Wait, why are you dying of laughter, sis?
I'm amazing.
I have an answer to the question, or possibly
Awesome.
she is. Maybe. She got isekai'd.
Oh my god!
She
Damn
got
it! It's
isekai'd.
so obvious. It's so obvious.
She got isekai'd. She got isekai'd.
She lost her
I mean,
toes.
we could make that sort of story
Toes.
just looking at these 3 screenshots. Yeah, it's like this
Oh
is
my
her
God.
going to school. Maybe
She got
something
isekai.
happened. She got hit by a
Shotgun.
truck, or she
Shotgun.
drowned in the water nearby.
Shotgun.
Then boom, she's in Fantasy Star. Oh my gosh.
But where's the toast?
The toast. The
Well,
toast.
It's on the ground most likely being.
No, the toast was with witness. And it's the
No.
one that tells her tale.
Maybe. Anyways, continue on. sis.
Okay. So
That's a good way of putting that.
I was waiting for this, like, at least this category or my own opinion, and I'm like, I might as well just share it. I think she was isekai'd.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Truck
That
kun,
is my question.
title kun, someone, helicopter kun, when she's running home or to school. She's like, I have to go, and then boom, she got isekai'd.
And there's the toast just sitting on the ground.
The toast witnessed it all.
Thank
So
you for that
overall
clarification.
character, that was the characterization I got from all three of these. Like, she got isekai'd, she became a spellcaster type or something, and then in the end it's like everyone's returning home and she matured and she goes back home like, you know. I have a headache.
What do you say the score is, sis?
Okay. I just wanted to get that out there. I think isekai theme, in terms of her expression and stuff, like, I feel like it's very subtle. Maybe that's why I caught on to it so quickly than y'all. But overall, I'm gonna say 7 out of 10.
Alright. Yeah, I think the only thing that I kind of have a gripe with is the eyes. Might be because it's like huge, but
Huge.
other than that, not a big issue. I'll most likely give it a 7 as well. Alright, so overall opinion. With her it's kind of painting the picture like that, I think I'll just stick with 7s all across the board. It kind of makes sense looking at these sort of pictures. But I don't know the original intent. Crimson could explain it, but I mean, if something like that could be a thing, the pictures kind of display that. So, not too over the top, and it's very simple where it could paint something like that. And once again, it does display like the various themes that you got going on. Scar? Is Scar dead? Or is he chewing on the gummy worms thinking that he might get isekai too?
I finished my gummy worms. Okay. Thank you very much.
Did
Now,
you eat
I'm just
anything else
thinking,
but the gummy worms?
Listen, anyway, I'll get to that. I'm very, as I said, I was a little bit confused on everything, but after hearing the isekai thing, that did kind of enlighten me there. But I'm going to stick with my original statement of I'm trying to piece together this mystery. But overall, because of the aesthetic at least, good use of the colors and on different outfits, basically, I really liked how that really clicked. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 though, because I'm so confused.
Alright.
Okay. Still laughing. I guess with me, I'm gonna stick to a 7 out of 10. Mainly because going off of like how Morb and Scar were reacting to this, I'm like, I guess I'm the only one that sees it, but it leaves so much to being interpret, like what kind of story it is, what kind of character you got. So it's very open to interpretation. So that is my score. And honestly, like if it was intentional to have her isekai or her magical girl, I would be very happy. I can't think of a title right now. I'm still laughing.
Alright.
I lost my toast.
You want to round up or stay at 6? It's 6.5 for your average score.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was for
Scar wants me to take
7.
like, whatever the first number is. So let me calculate.
I think it's like, I was late to school, I lost my toast, I was isekai to another world. Or isekai toast.
Yeah. It's so tragic.
She gets isekai to toast to the other world, but every time, like at dusk, she turns into a magical girl.
Alright, so this is where I'm gonna add up stuff too. So that is pretty much it for the ranked. Now, most likely I'll let my sister go after I announce the winner for the original contest. And Scar and I would just
After
continue
party.
looking at the remaining stuff.
Wait, is there
Yep,
one
the
for...
after party.
Are there more pictures from Beef?
Yes, there are more pictures from Beef.
Yeah,
If you
there's
want
a
to
lot
stick
of
around
people
for
beef.
that, if you want to stick around for that, we can.
No. I'm gonna go see it on my own so they see my
Well.
reaction. Hold up.
Alright, so I'll pull it up on the screen. Well, no, not in that one. The one above it.
I still wanted to look.
I'll let my sister briefly look at that. They got like 2 other entries. There's one right there.
2 other entries. No, Beef's got like 5 of them. He's got a lot.
Wait, hold on, let me
Go all
count.
the way up top, sis.
1, 2,
Yeah, that.
3, 4,
my
Four,
sister's just like now becoming a beef lover.
I'm
5,
not becoming a beef lover. But beef.
6.
You trying to kill these people?
What do you think
6.
we're
6
like?
beefs.
Well, what do you think
There
we've
are
been
6
induced
additional
with?
beefs.
Weak.
What? She's calling us weak. Anyways, calculating still.
Okay, I guess we can entertain them. Okay. So, anyone got Halloween plans?
Oh yeah, I do need to mention that I'm not gonna be doing as much for after this. I'm not gonna be. Actually, I might have a few videos to release, but
Yeah.
it's like past footage stuff.
But me and Morph are going to be going to our usual
Oh, fuck.
convention.
Fuck!
Why?
There's a draw.
How many draws?
If I'm right.
Please tell me.
So there's 2.
Okay, do you know who's who?
Well, yeah. This is gonna be something I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. I just give prizes money for both of these 2.
Okay, alright, who is it?
Alright,
First of
so
all,
let me announce the scores for everyone. So for Crimson, the overall score is 19 for them. And actually, let me think. Like the total score you can get, the total amount is 30. So out of 30 points, right now Crimson has 19 out of 30. Next one is
Woo woo.
Beef, who is 20 out of 30.
Woo woo.
For Bitsujin, it's 21 out of 30.
Woo woo.
And the one that's actually drawed is the one for first place. Hitsi and Rue. They're both 22 out of 30. So I'm gonna have to
Woohoo.
sit here and try to figure out if I'm gonna try to break this draw or I'll just give money for both of you guys. Most likely I might do the latter. So yeah.
latter, not ladder.
Ladder.
Latter.
Shh, I wanna say ladder. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, for the latter. Happy.
Yes. Continue.
But anyways, we do have 2 first prize winners, so it is both Hitsi and Nuru. So most likely I'm not gonna try to do a draw breaker. I was thinking about it the moment I saw that, but I was like, nah, you know what? I'll just give, 20 for each of you. So we got 3 winners once again. Not Crimson. Ruroko was the one that won the cosplay one, and for this original character one, it is both Ru and Hitsi. Pretty much to say what the wait, hold up. Did I calculate that wrong?
Please tell me you said it.
Wait, no, I calculated. Wait.
Wait. Okay, everyone,
Oh,
retract your
now
statements. Retract
questioning
your
my
statements. Everyone,
fucking-
retract your statements. Everyone, retract their statements right now.
Hold up.
Morph,
I'm
god
an
damn it.
Asian, and I'm questioning myself. 7 plus 7 plus 8 is 22, right? Come on, calculate.
me?
Yeah, it is. 6 plus 6 plus 8. Okay, yeah, I was wrong. Never
Oh
mind.
no! Everyone, retract statement back.
Alright,
Everyone.
so it's pretty much Rue that one. They got 22. Hitsi, I miscalculated. I don't know why. The moment I was at the score, I was like, wait a second. This does not make sense. There's an 877 for Rue. And then Hitsi is like 866. So,
Fix it.
yeah, Hitsi is 20 out of 30. So they tied with like Beef. But Rue's the one that got it. The big thing that helped Rue out was pretty much the screenshots. And
Alright.
yeah, it's an 877, so it's 22. So
What?
Rue actually got it. My bad. I cannot fucking do math. I was staring at these numbers saying, wait, that's 866 and Rue got 877. There's definitely a difference. What the fuck am I doing?
Alright.
Use violence.
But anyways, yeah.
Ryu's
So,
the champion.
Okay. So,
I think one judge was way too harsh at the first part of the stream before he got his gummy.
oh, so what I'm hearing
Well,
is
the,
what I'm hearing
Worms.
it is
Thank you very
true
much.
that we didn't really specify like the various things. I didn't state that, especially with the fashion aspect, like you need to kind of have more different outfits. So yeah, could have been a bit clearer on that, but this was more of like, it's kind of an experiment, but also going into these things and showing a way of how we get to do stuff again. But the big thing was most likely the screenshot bit, because that's what kind of drove most of these. Especially,
wasn't it like last time we were like all over the place with
yeah,
numbers?
the last time we were kind of all over the place because we just kind of factor in a lot of stuff. This one was a bit more
It was, like,
organized than
2
that last
episodes.
one. The last thing that we did for fun was like 3 episodes.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was 3 episodes, and I think it was like most likely 2 hours or more for those. My sister's looking at me like, I don't remember this. But yeah, pretty much. Well, the thing is, Scar is quite blunt and harsh with some of the stuff.
I feel like I've been meaner.
Yeah, I'm
I was
honest.
meaner.
The thing is,
I'm
though,
pretty sure this has been worse.
The thing is, though, the reason why I use my sister too is because she doesn't know much about the game, which does help. And in terms of like looking at stuff, especially on a female perspective wise, and someone who hasn't touched the game, it does kind of help out.
Also, like y'all didn't even think that maybe the last entry would be isekai or magical girl. Like you guys were just like,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know what the
another
theme
thing,
is. I'm
too.
just sitting here like isekai.
And not only that, we kind of played off of each other too. Like my sister's saying that kind of influenced our sort of decisions too, as well. I mean, Scar I think was pretty tame with that still, regardless of.
Yeah, I was pretty tame. You guys are crazy. Yeah, I was really tame. I mean,
I think
compared to the
it's just-
last screenshot
yeah.
contest, I was much worse and unhinged.
We were like
Yeah.
before we started, Morph was like, "Oh, you can be more honest," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"How
Yeah.
honest we talking?" 'Cause
Honestly, I feel
don't
like
know
I was like the nice
anything.
judge throughout most of this. 'Cause I'm
Honestly, I
staring
feel
at my
like
ratings.
yeah, Morph was like much nicer compared to me and Scar because I honestly was like, I kind of want to give this person a lower score in my head, but I'm like, nah. Listening to Scar and my bro, I was like,
Nah, if you need to be blunt, then be blunt. But yeah, I think I was a bit nice just because I've seen a good chunk of things, and it's just.
You're
like,
more biased. I didn't even look at things.
Well, I guess biased too in
Because,
certain aspects.
Honestly, like whenever he does the contest and there's like stuff popping up on Discord, guys, I don't even look at it. His channel's on mute. I'm sorry. His channel's on mute. I only pop in like every blue moon. So most of these entries, this is my first time seeing them. So I'm like in the dark.
Alright, so once again, when it comes to the first prize winners for this cash money, for the cosplay, it is Roroko, and the other one is Rue. So I will give you guys $20. I'll send you guys the code. It's gonna be for Steam, so you can use it however you want. If you want to do ACs for PSO2, there it is. If you want to use it for video games on sales and all that, yep. But I will see if I can organize another one of these, not anytime soon, but maybe later down the line. So that's it for the ranked bit. Now, I will continue on with the stream and look at some other stuff with Scar. My sister's gonna go take a bit of a rest and do some other things because
Good night, sis.
she's just dying. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Do you want me to just sit here and entertain until you come back?
Sure. you can do
Okay.
that. Thank you.
I'm sacrificing myself for y'all
For a few, and then
for
you're.
a few seconds, and then I'm just gonna nap. Well, actually, I have to do something in our garage, and then I nap. Actually, correction, I have to get up to do the rest of my Halloween costume.
She kind of assigned herself a lot of things.
Yes, I did. But anyway, congrats to the winners. Woo! And I'm gonna look at
All right.
this.
Okay,
Now
sis.
let's
The
full
first thing
dive
I'm
into
gonna
the
say.
trash.
You were pretty harsh. You were pretty harsh, and I mean,
Me?
you were actually pretty harsh. Yeah,
Me?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I was like, hold up, this is different from last time. I was like, huh, okay. And then I thought I was gonna be the worst. I thought that I was going to be the worst, and I was just gonna rip at him. But I was like, you know what? This is actually really good, and so and so.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people here, they really did put a lot of effort in these screenshots, and it's hard to be mean to that.
Yeah.
So I'm just being realistic for the most part. So yeah, I was pretty damn tame.
Yeah. I feel like I was mostly the thing is like I didn't honestly like again, I don't even look at Morph's stuff when he does stuff like this. Like I come in with like a blank mind and literally everything that comes out of my mouth, I'm like, this is what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but this is honestly my opinion. But honestly, like this second round of like contestants, like really good work. It's just super hard to be mean.
Yeah.
Like yeah, there were a few things, but the thing is like the longer I was staring at it, the more I was like, yeah, like this is my score. That was fast. Yeah, but
Morph,
aside
I hope
from
you
that,
wash your hands.
next time Morph Star should submit their screens just.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I started
well,
live for
I
fun.
could pull them up.
You know
for the rest of
what?
this
Like,
stream.
why
Yeah.
don't you two like blind test
I
me.
submitted my screen
Like just
for
I mean-
blindly send me screenshots and see how I react.
Well, if you want to, real quick, like I can show you some of the screenshots I got in my folder. That,
For you.
Yeah, and then Scar also
Yeah.
has some as well.
Yeah.
Time
Well,
is
well.
Yeah.
It's
I was like, God damn it, Beef is adding all these entries. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in some as
I got
well.
4.
Why not?
When 4 o'clock ish.
what do you want me to show in terms of your character?
Also,
Scar?
Beef, I know I was really harsh to you, but within reason. But god damn it.
I mean, the character, everything about the character stuff is killing it in the fashion.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
Ernie fainting. So that was the reason why I saw that.
But anyways, Scar, what character do you want me to use? Dragon Girl?
The contest
just go in
portion is
order.
now over.
Just go
This
in
is more
order.
for fun.
In order.
Yeah, this is the fun stuff. Just go in order.
Alright.
I was like, man, Beef has all these entries. I'm just gonna go ahead and put in some too.
I know this is Scar. It's dragons.
Well, let's not get hasty. It could be someone else's.
Now, this is just, since this is Scars, and you're on Discord, you could try to sell it to us, and then my sister and I will use the same sort of score points that we do, and then I'll pull up my stuff as well, and then you could do the same with my sister. Alright, so, alright. You want to explain a bit about this character, Scar, or?
Now he's nervous.
Fight me. You want to fight?
Ah, okay.
I'm under 5 foot. I really can't fight very well.
No, that's what he means. That's on
Oh,
screen.
okay.
Not an actual fight.
All right, no, actually. Okay, the door's closed. If she were to say that to me, I would probably go on the ground and be like, "Okay, step on me first."
Whoa, what? Alright, so sis, using the same stuff that we did for the other people, let's
Christ.
talk about screenshots. So what do you think?
I have to be mean to Scar.
He could take bullets.
Alright.
He could be toxic too. He'll most likely bully me back on Halo again.
Okay.
Whoa.
First of all, screenshots. I'm talking like him now. Okay. Go back and forth again.
Yeah, I'm cycling through it.
Okay, so second and third shot, I think those are my favorite, because the third one is like after the battle, you know, like those battle ending pose. And the thing is, like, I like she's in the air. I like that she's in the air. That's a really good use of like what she is, as well as the background. Third, really cute, actually, really pretty. And then
Pretty good.
the first one. That I feel like all these screenshots are like battle, like start, battle finish, battle like end, or bonus. So I feel that that's the thing, not the fight me thing, but more of the battle sequence scene. So that's like, what do I give a score?
Yeah, give a score.
7 out of 10.
Gaming.
Alright, so for me, let me see how these again.
Guys, do not start the conspiracy that you have to give Scar gummy worms, gummy bears to
To
get
bribe
good
him.
scores, okay? Don't bribe him.
He might take it and just still give a bad score.
Yeah. Just like, oh, you already paid me.
Man, I'm buying me some more.
I will say, in terms of screenshot
The best way to bribe me is
usage,
coffee, boba, and sushi.
Since my average score I usually give is like 7, I'll most likely give it a 7. The big two that, well, the big one that stands out is the second one. The other two, it's fine in terms of the, just like being there in the background. Could zoom a bit
Morph.
out on that. What?
Okay, good. I was about to say, please be realistic, Morph.
I was looking at the first one. It's like you could have zoomed out a bit, maybe show a bit more of the background.
Where were you pointing your?
All right.
Wait, what?
Nothing,
Sis,
keep
I was
going,
not.
keep
What was it? This one. Once again, usually I dish out that score of an average of 7, but I feel like I could have been a bit more with it.
Petals and gummy
Those
bears.
are petals.
Yeah, it's petals. Gummy bear. Yeah, sure. Dragon Girl toss a bunch of petals or have petals around her. Wait, isn't this during a... Was this during an event or...
Nope, that's just an accessory.
Really? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Gotcha.
I'm using an accessory for that.
Yeah, most likely I'll give it a 7. Pretty tame. Big one that stood out is the second one. The other two, just there. Okay, sis. So in terms of what's the next bit? Fashion. What do you think?
I'm scared.
Well, if you don't want to say it, I'll say it. I think I know what you might say.
Okay, what was you gonna
Skimpy.
say?
Is it with the diversity?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, what is it? You don't have a diverse range. It's still the same outfit, which is nice and all. It's just that you could mix it up a little bit.
I do like you stuck with the red and black theme. Red and black are really nice colors. They are scientifically proven to be the colors that catch people's attentions, and a lot of people like them. So,
True.
score-wise, 7 out of 10.
I like to use it to tattoos because.
What color
Chrome
are her eyes?
tattoo, man.
What
Number
color are
one.
her
Chrome
eyes?
tattoo.
The eye, well, no, that's more of the character. Tattoos are kind of something you can put on now, so I put that in bits of fashion. In terms of what you got, yeah, it's definitely a Dragon Girl. You can see the accessories. I mean, I have it on my Dragon Girl as well.
I'll do.
Do like the mix of the outfits though. It's not covered up entirely, but you still got bits of armor here and there. I mean, questionable depending on preferences and taste, but I'm alright with the fashion, so I'll most likely stick with 7.
You're horny, Morph.
What? What the heck?
What?
I was saying it's okay, but then you're telling me I'm horny. Ew, what the? Anyways,
Ew!
what?
I don't want to hear that!
I'm not like... sis, you... Anyways, moving on. Character, what do you think?
She a dragon queen. She a dragon queen that will probably kick your ass or will actually fulfill your fantasy.
Wait, how you able to... well, I can see a bit of that with the pictures and the expression.
I'm gonna stick to my 7s.
Hey, you can't do what I've been doing!
How's it feel? How's it feel? How's it feel? No, but seriously, 7.
I would like, and this is where I'm most likely going to say a bit of a 6, especially if you were to display emotions. I would like a bit more anger behind it, a bit more of a dominating, aggressive lobby
Just
action.
say
maybe.
aggressive.
You know what? Actually, I think I do have one like that. I actually have one, but I was like, you know what? I think I wanted to emphasize more on the character just being more, I would say, entertained, if that makes sense. But if you want to see an angry one, I can put one up real quick.
I'm trying to go.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
if you really want to be dominated more, I can put one up real quick.
What? No,
'cause
I did not in that sense. I'm just saying, with the way my sister decided to portray a certain story, it's like I don't see that with these pictures.
Okay,
It's
okay,
like, sis,
okay.
how?
Yeah, I can definitely. Yeah, let
No,
me slide one in
Scott,
right
I don't
now,
need it
and
now.
that's one.
Okay,
Jesus.
continuing, please, before
Alright,
I leave.
anyways, opinion-wise, actually, did I even give a score? No, what, 6? And then, opinion-wise, I would say, in terms of character and how you establish it and how you portray it, I'll most likely stick with the 7.
7.
I want to jump you.
Okay, Morph.
Taking mine.
I should have pinged you. I should have pinged you for that, Morph. But yeah, I put it up there.
Granted that, I don't know if your intent was to actually kind of do the same sort of thing that we were gonna do with the fashion aspects in these pictures. I mean, I think
Honestly,
you were just taking
I'll
like
tell you.
your character profile sort of deal.
I will tell you. It's because I was literally doing the same thing that Beef was doing. Because again, you remember what I said? I'm counterattacking Beef.
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm doing.
So if you're
they're
talking,
all character focused.
if we're talking about like the way you structured it versus that of Beef, then I would say I would re-change some of my scores a bit. But yeah. In terms of the actual like how we just did our fashion thing to the pictures we're seeing now, yeah, this gave you a good chunk of differences.
You should take a look at that last one, Morph, that I just put up.
Oh god, what did you put up?
I mean, you wanted to be dominated, right?
Okay, yeah, this one kind of displays that emotion. And what do you think, sis? Why are you patting me on the shoulder like that?
Good luck.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the thing. You can see it in the face, you can see it with the emotion. She has a giant energy ball above her head. She might toss it down at you. Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
finishing you off.
You're in trouble.
Anyways, okay, that's pretty much it with my sister looking at what Scar has. Actually, you want to see my stuff too?
I'll see one bit of my bros and then I'll go. Before I start falling asleep in this chair.
Okay.
Now,
I'm
granted
in
that
pain.
this is like in my G-shade stuff, and it wasn't. Well, actually, I'll just display the stuff that I had for the example.
Oh, I'm familiar with those.
I'll just display these three, and I'll let Scar and my sis just go at it.
Alright. Scar, you wanna go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I got the
But you know,
ready.
the stream is delayed, so it's going to be a
pretty
little
much
hard.
the pictures is the the example that I had.
Oh, okay, those examples. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think I remember that. Yeah. Okay. For the beach one, I would say for that one, it's at least fitting for the theme and aesthetic. I will say that. Morph like strong girls too, so I can see where he's getting at with the abs and the muscles, all that good stuff. And then on the second one with the really bright white and everything, that one I think is really cool. I know some people may ask to zoom out to get more of the theme. I could see that, but I think that second one is really cool. That one's definitely my favorite. And the third one, that shows a lot of action and malice intent. You know, the intent to really show hatred towards someone. I think that third one emphasizes that. But if I'm giving it an overall rating on just the theme that Morph did set up for it, I'm gonna give it an 8. It's pretty good.
Sis,
Is it time for me to roast you?
go.
In reality, I really won't, I think. So, I'm very familiar with your character, so I feel like that is too much of an advantage here.
Yeah. Not only that, it's like
I've
you
seen
kinda
this
seen
character
some of these
so many times. He talks about this character. I've seen him like use her. It's like because of my knowledge of that, every single screenshot is up her alley. However, I wish the beach scene was brighter.
Yeah, that I could have done.
Yeah, I'm kind of like.
I think
what-
I just put this.
Here's how bad it is for me when I saw this. Why isn't she covered up? It is fall. Why is she on a beach?
Oh, so let me explain this stupid lead. That's from the event. I could not turn those off.
Still, it's dark. Why
I
are you
mean,
at the beach?
I'll just show this one that I could have put.
That would have been better. That would have been better.
Well, as you can see, use of tattoos, a lot of them.
Yeah, but still, it would have been better. It would have been better than this other one I'm seeing. I would be like, "Hello, are you good? Are you okay?"
Actually, I think I put this up too because it was like less tattoos, but I should have done the tattoo one.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
But if that would have been if okay.
The tattoos.
The second one, I agree with Scar. Maybe kind of zoom out. However, zoom out. Zoom out for more of the background. However, because it's purple and the way there's like a light crown, I'm like, someone died and she's about to help them or probably toss them off the ledge of judgment. So it kind of fits.
Wait, what? Can you repeat that one more time?
Which one?
The thing about tossing someone off.
The ledge. The cliff.
No. Like, how did it lead up to that?
Okay, so because it's like it's purple and dark. In my personal opinion, that could have been the underworld. That could have been hell. And you could just be staring up at her and she's like, "Oh, I'm here to judge you," or something. Or, "Oh, welcome to the afterlife." She could be guiding you to the other side. Or she's about to throw you off the cliff because you did some stupid stuff.
Honestly,
It could go either way.
I was not expecting this sort of story from you. The thing is, just to explain a bit about that picture, it's like, this was in the background, so I kind of took the picture along with it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Still looks
nothing,
like hell.
It's nothing like that, but
Still looks
good
like
to
hell.
know that you have that.
Still looks
there
like
was
hell
this
to me.
picture I was debating about doing too.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah. So I have the pictures, it's just that I had to choose certain ones to display the
Okay, but
examples.
anyway, so I can.
And then the last one.
Mommy, I'm sorry. What?
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Alright.
No, but serious note, like it shows a really good diversity of the character. Because again, I know this character too well, so it fits her. It fits her. Someone must have pissed her off. Someone better be bowing on their knees right now.
Yeah, so the big thing about me is that I kind of like the gap moe of like, yeah, my character could be sexy, cute, and whatnot, but then they also have the switch where
I've
it's
never
like,
seen her cute.
boom. Well, you're not wrong. I wouldn't use cute for this character. She's more of hot and sexy. The cute is more of my smaller characters, but I struggle with cute.
Yeah, I know. You can't even do anything cute.
Yeah, you're really bad at it, Morph. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm aware. Yes, I'm aware of this.
Okay,
That's why I
continuing.
like staring at like characters that are cute in game. All right.
And then there's me that can effortlessly do it.
Yeah, nah. It's like
right.
this,
Are we
this character
supposed to
is
be?
immature.
Right.
We're getting off track. We gotta
We
rate the
are
rest,
off
right?
track.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I guess you could rate it into a certain aspect. Let me pull those pictures up again. So go back. In
Jesus.
terms of score as a screenshot, what do you guys think?
Oh shit.
Of all.
I was supposed to say that. I said 7.
All right, Scar. Yeah, you said 8, right? Or is that overall?
That was just for the theme and everything.
Alright.
Like
Screenshot.
for everything. Now, if I'm going on the second bit, that one is basically based off of the fashion. That one's more of a 5. Now, if I'm going on the third bit, which is on the character design, that one will be a 6. And then if I'm going for overall of the thing, then I'm just going to go ahead and put a 7.
Okay. So I already gave my screenshot. In regards to fashion, kind of 6-ish. Maybe because that one kind of throws me off, but the others are fine. Really wish I
what's
saw.
this one? Or
No,
you-
no, that the bathing suit. I still want to
Good?
cover her up
Oh,
because it's
okay.
dark and it's obviously cold now.
Okay.
The second one, I kind of want to see the full outfit, but the torso shot is enough for me. That is enough for the vibe, the aesthetic. I like it. Again, I don't want her to throw me off the judgment cliff, so I would praise her. Third, just basic overlord, dominatrix,
Over.
kick my ass vibes.
All right.
The character, I mentioned, like, I'm already biased. I already know this character too well, so I am gonna nerf you and put a 6.
Fair.
Usually I would have put an 8, but I'm nerfing you at a 6, bro. Overall, 8. I'm too familiar with this character. I already know Bro's character too well, so that's it.
All right.
He has
So,
shoved this character at me so many times, y'all, and then he's
And then
like,
you also-
"Is this cute?"
No, it's not. It's not cute. Not with this character. It's sometimes I
You
ask her.
asked me.
Yeah, sometimes I do try to pull it off, but it's like no, the character.
It's so hard to pull
because
it off
she's
for this character.
because she's mature and sexy, but it's not like she can't fit that. It has to be someone else that has to do it.
And it's just the choices you show me that you pick for her. And
Yeah, it's questionable. I know. I'm trying to do what Hitsy was doing pretty much, but it doesn't.
Isn't she married too?
Technically, yeah, in terms of her lore.
She's married to Shadow, isn't she?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
But alright, that's pretty much it for my sister time here. So let us look at the other screenshots now.
Thank you for your
Am I free?
cooperation, sis.
Yes, you're
Am I
free,
free?
sis. You can go.
Okay, guys.
Oh, someone
Thank you for
posted a
having
chunk of
me.
it.
I hope I'll see y'all
See
later.
you later.
Have a fun Halloween. Yada yada yada. Bye.
Alright,
You're gonna see me come in and out of the room
peace.
now. Bye,
Alright, while my sister, make sure to close the door, sis. Alright, I'm gonna continue off from the cosplay one because it's the Hasune Miku one, Scar with
Right.
Hiroko.
Right,
So, this one, obviously Hatsune Miku, if you guys don't know, I'll pull it up right now. This is a Vocaloid, it's pretty much well, actually Sis knows a lot more than him. Vocaloid, explain
She
quick.
is the Vocaloid queen.
She's a virtual singer, there we go.
She is the She is the first category of a VTuber, but not really a VTuber. This shows how old we are.
But yeah, note that anything here on out is not with the contest, it's more of us just looking over characters, just gonna be me and Scar now. So, this Hatsune Miku, once again, I have a reference if you guys need to, you can pull it up as well. So, if we do it in the, you want to still continue it in the fashion aspect, Scar, or do you want to just quickly breeze through this and just give overall opinions?
Now I think about it, we do got a lot that we would want to go through because there's bonus entries
it would be cool if we could go through them all. Yeah, let's just try breezing through a little bit quicker.
All right, so we'll just kind of give overall opinions and just
Yeah, we'll just give the numbers like right then and there.
yeah, we'll just stick with just the one number giveaway. Oh, does my sister know about the track character? That's still working. I might actually have her help me out with that.
That's Jamie, right?
Yeah, Jamie. I do have a trap character, and I might need your help making them.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because I might need some opinions, but not now.
You mean you need opinions on making them cute?
Something like that, yeah.
Ask
Good thing we're
Hestia.
going to a convention.
I mean, anyways, continue on.
We're going clothes shopping.
Wait, what? Wait, are you talking about real life or no? Oh gosh, I am hoping not. Anyways, I'll go first with the Hatsune. Let me quickly look at it.
So you can have material to study.
What? Oh, for you. Okay.
No,
I
for
thought.
you.
Wait, what do you mean for me?
For you.
Hold up. We have to talk about this behind closed doors in an office room. Close the door. I don't know what my sister's scheming. That does not sound good at all. Sounds like she wants to buy clothes for me and make me into a trap. Oh no.
Brag Suit America too.
Anyways, Hatsune Miku, Riroko's entry. Now, in terms of how we categorize this, and I'll be quick with it. Screenshots, very simple, not a diverse or like a change in environment sort of thing. Does help with the perspective and point with this character. In terms of their outfit, it is not the default Hatsune Miku, which I will give points towards because, once again, if you played the game, you'll know if some outfit is like in the game already or if it's not. This is like a different sort of spin-off of that outfit, and it's, I think, using new Genesis stuff, though that's a plus. But in terms of the character and in reference to Miku, kind of fits the giant anime theme. They have the gear, the stuff that would make it look like they're a singer. Overall, I will say that this is pretty much, I would say, a 7 out of 10. Scar?
Just overall, like everything being combined. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So just
Or
like,
individual?
I'm doing the combine so we can get through all of these.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go ahead and go run through then. Okay, I'm gonna do individual and overall. I'm gonna go through that real quick. Individual. Now, in terms of the theme and everything, it's pretty basic. I'm just gonna say that. That's a 3. Pretty basic. Character fashion. That one was really good. I like the originality there. It's definitely looks like a Cyber Miku. Really good there. That for the originality, that is definitely an 8. Now, character. The face really throws me off, and let's just be real. If you look at that third one, that face, a little bit questionable there. A little bit questionable. I don't like twin tails, but I also know that Miku has huge twin tails, but it's still the twin tails regardless, so it still is Miku in a sense. So that one's going to be a 7 as well. But again, the face, really weird.
Loading up the other pictures while
And
you're
then-
talking.
Oh, okay, sure. And then for the overall screenshot, I'm going to definitely give it a 6. And then if I'm going to combine everything all in one, 7.
Alright. So that's pretty much Riroko's Hatsune Miku cosplay in a nutshell. I'm trying to load up these things.
Next up is Beef.
Yeah, Beef has like a lot of entries, so I'm trying to load them.
Yeah, he's got a lot. It's got a lot.
Like, holy shoot, I don't know what to say about this. Like, damn. And I question if these are different characters or are all the same ones, but shit.
I like to think they're all the same one, just different outfits.
Yeah, I think it might be that. Who else? Pretty loaded Hisia, that, and then there's Bisujin's, and then yours. I'll most likely go solo and just say some stuff with yours.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be solo.
Oh yeah, it's the cast. I haven't seen a lot of cast entries too.
Yeah, it's funny. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this cast because this is a good time to capitalize on that.
God damn. Instead of all beef like characters. Oh, gosh. Oh, this one has a lot of personality. Sharing that, quickly skimming through that. Holy shit! How many entries did beef put?
Right, dude. I told you it was like about 6. It was like about 6 total entries. I think that beef.
I should have also like contributed to this, like try to fight against beef.
Why do you think I kept putting in more entries? I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fight beef. Why not?
I do like what this guy did with his. Ooh. Oh, he's using that too. Okay, I'll have some things to say with that. Who else am I loading? There's a lot to go and load. Holy shoot.
Yeah, I know there were some more last minute additions, like Ruruko's got some more.
Yeah, I saw someone put theirs in, but it's like they were trying to do it for the actual official content. It's like, nah, I had a cutoff date. I gave too much leeway already.
Yeah. Then I know Ryu just recently put in a couple more.
Yeah.
To look at.
All right, that's a lot of pictures staring at it. Holy shit.
Yeah. All right, more. So we have to skim through.
All right.
Well, let's try not to go too quickly because we still want to be able to like thoroughly assess them. But you know,
all right, yeah.
Be mindful of the time.
So beef has a lot of different looks going on. If this was like, if I had an unlimited amount for one character, I think beef would just have so many different fashion outfits and themes and concepts. It would like kind of decimate, but we'll go through them as they were submitted. I think these 3 were pretty much a set in terms of how we structured it with the contents and all that. I would say the big thing that they're kind of lacking is the screenshot. It also looks like they're kind of taking it in the lobby area, so I would say that's not as strong, especially with how we were running things. So might wanted to play around with the different sort of environments and go somewhere else. But other than that, in terms of the perspective of focusing on the characters there, in terms of their character and the fashion, I will say that it's quite strong. I think the design and the way they kind of blended it all together too, it works. I'm trying to figure out what the outfit is. I do like I don't know what that thing is on their arm, and I think this was also based off of like Final Fantasy sort of thing going on. So I only play Final Fantasy 14 for a bit, but I think if you have the right stuff, you can make something like this. So,
yeah, it's an ore basically.
Ah, okay. But yeah,
it's an ore.
Especially in terms of looking at the face and really looking at it and staring at the proportions, all that. Holy shit, it is nice. That's the sort of face I would go for. Personality wise, it seems like she's teasing, definitely, especially with how she's like moving or like the emotes and all that. Overall, I would say this is 8 out of 10. Scar?
Powerful. All right. Well, in this case here, Beef's aura design, I would say half cosplay, half original, but it's mostly more an original because, you know, it's an actual character design based off of what Beef has. But yeah, you gotta at least appreciate the aesthetics that Beef was doing. But although I can't help but be annoyed that Beef really just focuses only on the character and not the entire aesthetic, just the character. And another question I got is, where is the fucking tail? Do you have the tail or not? Or just have a tail? I need to see the tail. I'm asking for a friend.
I don't see it. And, I don't think they have a tail from looking at the 3rd image of it.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, but yes, I'm asking for a friend. Where's your tail? Anyway, overall, if I'm just gonna go ahead and go like what I said with Beefs, it's really hard to give it a positive rating because again, it's only focused on the character. So I'm just gonna go ahead and condense it into an overall. This, my friend, is a 7.
Yeah, actually, I'll most likely change my score from an 8 to a 7 because of that too. Because it doesn't really show everything in terms of the outfit, the back and the front. Well, granted that's not what we're looking for, but would be nice to kind of get hints of it. Especially since
also I hate twin tails.
Bias, but it's all good.
Yes, but yeah, I'm not accounting it. I'm just saying I don't like twin tails. Right. But
on the aura traits, that's where most of the points are coming from, because I'm seeing those aura bits. Except the tail.
So, moving on to the next one. This one, I think it's more on the fashion instead of the character since it's all covered up. Quickly to go through it, I would say the biggest thing that is lacking, I mean, environment is good for what it's doing, but could blend it a bit more. Don't see a lot of the background, the environment. In terms of the character, it's kind of covered up, so you can't really, you can only guess by looking at their attires, and that's pretty much what this is. It's kind of heavy on the fashion aspect. Now, granted that all three of these pictures are kind of the same outfit, it does illustrate like a mysterious tone to it because you can't really see what's underneath that hoodie. Obviously they're covered up too, so you can't really tell what the character is like, or like looking at some key things about their being, or at least their physique and all that. They might be fit, they might not, who knows what's underneath that hoodie. It's like, it's heavily on that military fashion eeriness to it. What other things? Pretty much I would say, if what we had to do, I would say this would be my either a 6 or a 7 for me overall. Scar?
When I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, this is Beef's cold battle wear fashion. So, in terms of the theme, for a beef entry, this is more good in terms of aesthetic and theme, because it's actually fitting for the environment. You can tell by looking at the thick layers. Also, she's got a knife. Look out for that. Don't let her stab you. She's got a knife. But yes, the theme, yeah, really good there. The fashion, I'm not too fond of. I don't really like it, especially if it covers up the face. But again, it's perfect for the environment. This is a good example of fitting the theme, and that's what's selling it for me. This, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Actually, thinking about that, yeah. I didn't take that into account. It's like literally winter wear too, and they are in a snowy environment. So I'll guess I'll bump up the score of mine to a 7. Because that is something to point. What do you mean base? I mean, I'm just like thinking about what you said, and it's something I should have realized too, because it does fit the wear against the environment. Because sometimes if people take screenshots, they take like a screenshot of someone in a bikini in a winter environment. That's something to kind of consider. Like, would you usually see that? No. But Beef is actually kind of decked out, and that kind of fits the environment literally. So I'll increase that point, but I'm still sticking at a 7. But anyways, moving on to the other entry. Oh wait, I thought there was 2 of them. Oh yeah, here we go. You want to start off first instead?
Very well. Are we talking to Beef, the next Beef entry?
Yeah, it should be the one with the white sort of kimono.
Yes. Okay. All right. So let me do this. Okay. So I'm going to say this one here, out of all the Beef stuff I've seen in a lifetime, I think this is Beef's greatest work. She's a masterpiece. This is perfection. Now, with this being said, again, because it's Beef, he does not really account for the aesthetics and themes the majority of the time. However, I see it looks like a snowy background. For some reason, the snowy background does kind of blend with the outfit. It's really bright, it's white, so you get like that snow theme. So maybe she's like a snow priestess or some other higher deity. Who knows? I don't know. But what I would say about this character, what I think about her as a character, please marry me. She's really good. She's really good looking, but again, it's lacking that theme aesthetic there, and that's really what's killing it. So I'm just gonna give it a 7.
I feel like this second screenshot is so good. Like the zoom in and the close up and the way that it does express emotion behind it. It's strong. Like this is strong. But in terms of how he did this stuff too, I would say the first screenshot does display a bit of hints here and there. However, it's not once again, it's like focused on them instead of the like background as well. Yeah, that second one's strong. Like if I had to look at this alone, that kind of gives a lot of praise. But
please marry me.
Yeah, I can't stop looking at that. This one is so strong that it does give that vibe, and it's like she's looking at your soul, and you gotta like do
Wife
something.
material.
Yeah, she's waifu material right here. But still, like, moving away from that, just looking at this, I do get it. It has that certain shrine priestess vibe deal. Just I kind of want to see a bit more of the outfit, maybe. I mean, it already gives a lot more, but I kind of want to see like a bit of the legs because the skirt kind of covers up. And questionable with the environment makes. I mean, if you're familiar with the various themes and the concepts of like shrine maidens and all that, maybe they have high resistance to the cold, all that. Would be nice if it was sunny. Just to maybe play off with the colors as well. I mean, it still works because it's dark and then there's a white colored theme. Overall, I would say I'll give it a 7. I think this one's what sells it the most, the second screenshot of theirs. Alright, moving on. This one, Bunny Girl outfit. Oh gosh. Yeah, Bunny Girl. 2 of them.
How do I tell them?
You go first.
All right. I'm going to give this an accurate, honest opinion. But if I'm going off of personal opinion, I fucking hate it. That's it. I hate it. Now, in terms of the screenshot potential and everything, again, I will keep bringing this up. This is a beef image or a beef entry. It's focused more on the character than the actual design or the theme. It's pretty hard to say you did horrible with the theme, but your character looks amazing.
God.
So, in terms of that, as I said, I hate the outfit. I fucking hate it so much, but it does really good on emphasizing the character's overall physique, the body. You can really get a good look at it, and you're like, damn, she looks good. She looks good. But if I'm going to give it an overall rating, it seems a little bit too much for my preference, I would say, because again, it seems it's more catered towards, what am I thinking of? It's more catered towards likes of look at this.
I
look
understand
at this
what
girl.
you're trying to
She's
say.
so fucking hot. She's so fucking hot. That kind of thing. I don't really dig that. This is going to be a 5 out of 10 for me.
Ignoring my own taste as well, because I'm not a big fan of bunny suits. I hate wearing them. Even if I do have it, it's like, why do I have this? But moving away from that sort of preference, just looking at this, obviously, yeah, emphasize on the model of the character. Obviously has a lot of strong points with all these certain characteristics, just that in terms of the other aspects that we were judging, not really there. I would say in terms of using an outside environment, would be best to kind of use a casino for this one. Or maybe a certain room that has that sort of aesthetics. Obviously, Bunny Girl outfits kind of associate with a certain, preference and all that jazz, like Scar kind of mentioned. So that could have been something that can really capitalize on this. Other than that, I mean, once again, if I had to look at it just from that in terms of like personal preference, I would say this one, I'll give it a 6 in terms of the overall things. Personally for me, I would put this down as maybe a 5 because of my taste and all that, but if I had to rate it, I would just give it a 6. And it's all these other key aspects minus the character and the face and all that jazz. Alright.
More words, bunny suits confirmed.
No, not okay. Let me correct that. Not me in real life. My characters in the game, female characters. God damn. Yeah, my bunny outfit. I literally wear like an actual rabbit outfit. One of those giant. No, I'll shut up before someone starts making me want to do that. Anyways, I think this is Riroko's. Yeah, this should be one of theirs. So they only got 2 for this one, close up and a zoom out. Same outfit. I do like the first one because it does have that scenery, that background. Second one, very simple. So more points with this one than the other one. In terms of their, let me think. The character, not a big fan of the big eyes sort of look, but it's not that bad to stare at. So, ignoring my personal preference, the face and the physique I think is okay. Definitely not going for the thick sort of route. When it comes to the fashion, for both of them, it's the same. Obviously, one is a close-up, one isn't. I would say it definitely sells that pink theme and also the kind of kimonos, Asian-oriented look. The fact that you also use a mag too is good. I would say questionable with the lobby action with the dark ball, because that kind of contradicts like the cute, the nice color theme, and then you see that it's like, wait, are you evil? If you had a lobby action that's a bit lighter, maybe that would fit the theme, but that's just my opinion with that aspect. Overall, I would say 7 out of 10 with the various things that I pointed out. Maybe, yeah, 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I'll stick with that. Scar?
All right. So when I'm looking at this here, I definitely do really love that Oriental Shrine Maiden kind of look. That's the kind of aesthetic I'm getting when I'm looking at it. Now, the first one, that one I can definitely say I really, really do like that first one. It fits perfectly with that moonlight theme you got going on. The only thing that's really throwing me off so far is just the face, partially, because like what Morph said, the huge eyes, it's a little bit powerful there. I'm not really fond of makeups at times. In that case, that makeup is like super bright. You can see it from like miles away. But overall, it's not bad. It's just noticeable. Now, the second image, I'm gonna just say I kind of dislike that second one. It's really orange. I don't really understand what's going on there. I don't know. Maybe she's in a chaos dimension? I don't know. But that first one, I really love that. And when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's a yokai hunter of some sort. Maybe she hunts monsters at the the night or whatever. And that's why I can see that orb is coming from. So maybe she, absorbs them or destroys them with it. I do like that petal wing that she's got on her left. That looks really good. So it really's got that mystical vibe she's got rolling. And then it was a perfect use of using the mag, which is, what's her name, Sukuna Hime? Yeah, really good mag. So yeah, this is like 100% on point with the aesthetic. This is super good, at least for that. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10.
All right, moving on. Desujin. So he had oh god, that's a good chunk. How am I gonna do this? Looks like there's various characters. The first one looks like they're a set. Actually, who's that other person that one?
In the background.
Alright, I'll quickly look at all these and then try to make a quick rundown. Oh god, there's more? Holy shoot. How many did you put?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Like, holy shit, what the fuck? Oh my god, what the it's still going!
You know what, we'll look at this. Maybe we'll do this last if we got the time to.
We can, I think what we should do is just give a overall rundown. Just point out the things you like. Just give it an overall rundown. Explain as you're going through them, because there are so many of these.
God, I see a good chunk of diversity here and there.
Holy shit.
I feel like this is an entire screenshot a photo of yours, Basujin. Some of these character design, and well, in terms of fashion, some of them's actually out there. A lot of, good chunk. Oh,
there's a couple of them I'm gonna point out. Definitely, this is not ideal for minor audiences.
Yeah, I could see like one of them. Yeah, I might need to avoid that one. Although I can guess what that one theme is, because it does remind me of like the Squidlings or something from
Inkling?
Yeah, Inkling. Yeah, I can see it with that particular one that I saw, but I'm not gonna zone in on it because it's quite revealing. Some other ones very big and thick in the aspect. Some of them, if I had to think about some of the fashion stuff, it's kind of there. Some of them aren't there. Some of them are simple. Some aren't. in terms of settings and whatnot, good use of it, because I see a good chunk of like various things and like literally casual sort of wear and going to these areas. In terms of the physique of these characters, they do range in a number of ways. I think I see a good chunk of them that are quite wide and thick, though, minus a few of them. Once again, I'm not going all the way down. Some of these faces are... I think this one's questionable in terms of the face. But overall, I would say, in terms of all the pictures that I saw, with the variety and the things, the screenshots, the characters, the physique, the fashion, I would give it overall a 7 out of 10. Well, I'll give it 6 out of 10. Alright, Scar.
As one more says, the real big wins is the aesthetic, the themes. They're all really incredibly diverse. There's a lot of them that's covered, and that's super good. Now, there are definitely some things on here that I really hate looking at. If we're talking character proportions, there are definitely a few of them that are very, very questionable, and I will not digress getting into. And there are some ranging from oversized to undersized, and then there are some that are more revealing than the others. But as I said, if I'm going on the overall theme, at least they're fitting to what the character is for the most part. And then there are some cool ones in there. And then there's some, I would say, interesting ones, but the faces, the proportions on some of those, it's very, very, very questionable. But at least for the sake of just how the overall design is for everything, the theme, which is the big seller, I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10 for the overall effort of aesthetics and design.
Moving on, we shall go to... Oh, this is Gar's. I guess I'll go solo in terms of rating them. You got the Void Dragon Girl. Is this the Dragon Girl? They also got fins.
Yeah, I got... This one is definitely the dark one, I would say. Yeah, that's the dark one.
Yeah, so in terms of how you did it, it's most likely to compete with Beef. Especially focusing on the character. So, you know, the jazz with the screenshot and stuff.
Definitely more diverse, I would say.
I don't know about this third. Well, maybe that's what you were going for. Third one's questionable because it's dark, especially with your character. But that could be something you were playing off of, and I do like the contrast because with the way I'm viewing it, especially since it's kind of like that void dark theme, it does make sense to have something that's like this glaring. Now, granted that someone else might say something different, but it's just me right now. So, I do like the use of the the emote. You definitely have an emotion with the third one. It's a strong one. You're ready for fighting, and it looks like you can kill something. Second one seems cheerful, and then the first one is just up there and dominating. I do not like that one accessory. Even though I understood what the first screenshot that you showed, with that thing blasting off the ground, I hate it. I do get why it's a thing, but they should have done it in a better way. But moving away from preference, I would say with this character, I'll most likely give it... I do like the use of those fin things, but I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Morph, do you need some gummy bears?
Why? Are you trying to brag me?
No, I'm just going off of what Betsujin said. I wouldn't share any of my gummies, honestly, but I think Betsujin's saying that you may need some.
Wait, now how did I become too strict with my ratings? Yeah, I mean, it's like a bunch of characters and whatnot. I couldn't really do it, so I kind of just gave a score overall. So yeah, but anyways, yeah, that's my thing with Scar's character. Now, well, with that character. Now this one is interesting, especially the first two. I'm guessing you did something where you became a box or something. Do you want to enlighten me on this, Scar? Because the first two is quite interesting to the point where I think my viewpoint's gonna go towards that instead. Yeah, can you explain this too? Like, the third one's pretty simple, I understand that, but the first two, this is a set, right? This is the same character?
Yes, that is the same character.
I do like
Yes.
I do like the first one just because it does match with the screenshot, and I had no clue if you're trying to match that thing in the background or you're just being funny with it. So there's a good chunk of like
All of the above.
stuff with that
Now,
one.
I can give you a short synopsis of this. Behold, welcome to the. Oh god, I'm just kind of going off of what's on my head right now. Welcome to the project of the shape-shifting. God damn it, I can't do it right now. I really had to like read a script on this. Anyways, this cast has a lot of variations, as you can see. The third image is the original form.
Right.
That is the OG form. That's the normal form, basically. Then you have the shape-shifting combat forms, as you can see. The first one, where it shows where it's upside down, more like a satellite cannon. That is definitely more of a.
Oh,
It's basically.
that's
yes,
a satellite
that's a
cannon
satellite,
sort of.
yeah.
Oh, huh.
That's like a satellite cannon mode, but essentially it's definitely more of a, let's say, long range kind of thing. You know, let's say that you're looking for some kind of military support, maybe artillery, something like that. This is definitely that kind of vibe you get from there. This is like a satellite cannon in a sense. That's the form there that you can get with that cast. And that second image is basically to kind of give you a detailed look of what it's like. Let's say that's more of a stationary pose. The first one, more of an aerial kind of form. Again,
Okay,
the second one is more
I can see it. So
and if you look closely, you can see the cannons on the shoulders there. So that's more of a stationary cannon.
all right, so with this character, just seeing these two and how weird and outlandish it is, this would actually get a high rating from me because it's just different. I wasn't expecting this sort of thing, and it looks like you played it off. I will say this: I feel like you kind of cheated just because can't see all of it because it's nighttime. But I mean, the point is to sell it as it is, and this kind of sells it. I wish there were a lot more entries where you do see these sort of weird sort of approaches with making something like a transformer or something like a satellite cannon or something, because there were a few of those in PSO2, and I feel like putting that in this sort of context would actually stand out. This is normal mode with the third screenshot. The first and second really makes you think and stare at it. So I would say just because of how outlandish and different it is, it's going to be either
10.
8 or no, I don't give 10, but it's going to be an 8 or 9 because I was not expecting that. Like, the second one's kind of clear. The first one, it was hard for me to figure out till you pointed it out. Like, literally, the cannons are there. It's just that the way it's so dark and whatnot, it kind of blended in, and it took me a while to figure out and piece it together. And not only that, once again, you kind of use the darkness to your advantage because you don't see, like, the big actual details where you can, like, maybe nitpick it. But since it's so dark, it does kind of highlight the lights that it has, and it just makes you stare at what it is just presenting. So it's a good way to kind of just get through. I feel like it just leaves a strong impact, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, it's pretty much 8 or 9 with this one. So yeah, and especially with the use of the screenshots too, like especially the light and dark, that's the key thing to kind of fool me, because I bet you those accessories aren't exactly the same color as your casts. Maybe they are.
They are the same color.
Okay.
It's just the theme. That's just the theme I'm taking advantage of.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the thing is, I can't tell right now because it's entirely dark and it kind of fits. So, yeah.
Yeah.
8 or 9 with this one. So, casts, like, I don't see a good chunk of cat. Oh god, we'll talk about beef again. Oh god, it's this one. Once again, we're both on the same page about the screenshots, but holy shit. I will say this, the personality in the character, and I mean the fashion is very simplistic, but still, the big emphasis on these pictures is just the character and personality, because holy fuck, it makes her look alive and waifu material as usual. Just shit. And they also do use the emotes or the facial expressions, because their lips are open, they're kind of talking. And they're smiling too, so it's like, fuck. Wanna add on to this, Scar?
All right. Beefo beef. At least with this outfit, I don't know. When the vibe I'm getting is maybe she's like an ARX operator of some sort. I don't know. And the background kind of looks like maybe it's like, an operator kind of base. But as I said, Beef is very vague with the theme usually, and he focuses on only the camera. The character, obviously, is definitely a really good one, but because... And, and also the emotion. He's really good at showing emotion in his characters. But, as I said, it's always very vague. I'm not really understanding the purpose of it. Is it just a photo shoot? That's what I'm seeing there. It's just a photo shoot. So, with the vibe I'm getting here, I'm going to have to say this is definitely a 6 out of 10 because it's lacking so much, story or subtleness. It's lacking that. It's just a good looking girl. Sorry, woman. It's a good looking woman, right? Yeah.
If you want to be technical in terms of like stating it's an adult and all that, yeah, woman would fit.
Yeah.
I would say that it does give subtleness to it. I mean, especially in their outfit, they have that card that kind of hints at what their occupation might be. And, well, once again, like if I had to use the template that we did in the previous hours, yeah, would be nice to see a bit more of the screenshot and use that to their advantage. I would say the strong points right here is just like that the character and their fashion, cause damn. But if I had to hit the other things too, most likely the score isn't gonna be that grand. I'll most likely give it a 6 or 7. But damn.
God damn it, dude.
I'm just staring at these. God damn.
Beef, please, for the love of God, give your characters a story.
Also note that Beef does have a Twitter account. They do post their fashion stuff, so kind of doing that sort of business might have also influenced them to do use screenshots as well. Oh, here's another one of Beef's, and then there's yours following up. So there's 2 of them, and it's with this outfit. Now, I know what the base is. I'm just surprised that that top is the outerwear, meaning that the previous outfit was also the outerwear. I'm guessing that the decoration they had with the card that was on them, it was on and off feature. Now, once again, we can both agree about the screenshot bit dealio. I don't know how I feel about this particular fashion though. What do you think, Scar?
Well, honestly, I'm going to be pretty basic and quick about this. Compared to the first one, I definitely don't think this is really more of what I would prefer to look at. The first one definitely was better. The second one, it's just only 2 of those. Like, I mean, it's good and all, but wouldn't it be better or make more sense if she was in this similar theme as the first one? Like maybe perhaps like an office or a base or something as a background. Like that would be more understandable than her being out and I guess a lake just posing for the camera. Right. She's got things to do. She has to get back to work, for God's sakes. What is she doing out here in the wild? Stop playing with the orangutans and monkeys and other animals of the wild. You need to go get back to work and stuff, I guess. I don't know. But that's the vibe I'm getting. The theme is really, really, really lacking there.
Right.
This, I'm afraid, is a 4 out of 10. I'm sorry, Beef. As great as your creations are, you've really, really got to work on that aesthetic.
Or that background especially, because even if you do blur it out, it's like kind of had to match the themes. Are you okay, sis?
No.
Do you want to do a quick insertion about this?
Is this Beef's?
Yeah, this is Beef's, one of them.
I want that outfit.
Wait, so what's your thoughts about the outfit?
I want it. I like it.
Do you think it would fit with this sort of environment in the background, or questionable?
Unless she's like an idol, like a military idol, that's a thing.
Oh. I guess you could look at it in that aspect, yeah.
Were you just asking me because you and Scar didn't know what was the whole theme or something?
Well, no, the thing is, if it's like a military sort of theme, or like an officer or someone of the research field, like, why are they out in the field like this?
Yeah, get back to work.
But
also, there are military, like, inspired idols in Japan.
Well, that does make sense when you put it like that.
Military idols? What?
Yeah, apparently there's military idols. Scar is very confused.
There's idols that have a military aesthetic, like marching band aesthetic, stuff like that. So this kind of outfit's actually pretty common from what I've seen in.
But what she's doing out in the wild? What is she doing out in the wild? She needs to be back at base.
She's doing out in the wild.
Posing, modeling, living her best life. Don't question her.
Tell her to get back to work.
I think that it would make sense about that bit if there were people in the background.
You do know some models like they model.
Well, yeah, I get it. But I mean, it doesn't have to be focused. It's already blurred out. You know, like have them kind of like that in the background, or at least have.
From what I'm hearing is that you're trying to make like nerf beef really, really hard. Is what I'm hearing.
I mean, we're just pointing out some things that we did in the last stream.
I'm being real. I'm not nerfing him. I'm just being realistic.
Anything, like,
I mean, you might not need characters. Just maybe a base of some sort in the background to hint at it.
Yeah. Yeah, like what Betsujin's saying. Yeah, he needs to use base locations more.
Oh, my sister's just tired. She's like, I'm done with this. In all honesty, though, I don't know how I feel about that mix-up with the coat and then that skirt and the corset. I feel like it's a bit too out of place. That's why I was like, scratch my head at the fashion. Granted that I get what they were trying to do, especially in terms of fan service, but...
What's good, partner?
Yeah. Alright. So moving on.
Y'all.
Oh, wait.
Both of y'all.
Oh, sis. Now she's on the Discord.
It's alright. She's gone. She's going to sleep, I think.
Okay. Good. Go to sleep, sis. Oh, well, she's doing something.
Was that the last beef? Yeah, that was the last beef entry, I think. So we made it.
Alright, so your character now, I know how to go solo. Now, terms of the environment or the background, do you like it in some ways? Once again, you were kind of competing with Beef and trying to emphasize on the character, so understandable in that bit.
Yeah.
Now looking at the fashion, there is a diverse amount of it. You did send 4 pictures. Kind of wish I know what these first and last one are, because it looks interesting on how you mix it up. Obviously, first one looks like it's a commanded theme. Actually, thinking about it too, you could have used like a base of some sort to kind of illustrate that in the background as well.
Bingo.
Then the other two kind of make sense. It looks like you're out on the field, you're being an operative sort of deal. Fourth one. It's a glaring difference from the first two because it looks like you have longer hair. So what else can I point at? And then also, I do want to see a bit more of the outfit because it's a huge contrast to what you got with the three. Well, the two that's in the middle, the second and third screenshot, where you're out on the field, and then a slight difference from the first one as well. Maybe. I don't know what you were using. In terms of the character, this is just me being a bit blunt. I think I'm alright with the way the first and the fourth picture are, especially with the face and the hair. I don't know about the second and third one. Maybe it's just because it's a giant forehead that I'm staring at. But not a big fan of it. But that's just my opinion. Overall, excluding that, I would most likely give this...
Forehead?
Yeah, a 6 out of 10. My personal thing with the... I don't know, something's off with a bit of the face. But it's better than most of the stuff that I've seen. I would just give it a 5 if I had to like insert my opinion. But in terms of ignoring that bit, 6 out of 10. Alright, moving on. Alright, so this was the one that the person was in the chat for a bit. And they kind of wanted to... Well, we're reviewing it now, but it's not in particular with the actual rank contest. So... Are you looking at it, Scar, or...?
You talking about that? Okay, yeah.
Yes, it should be the dude character. I've been thinking about it. There weren't a lot of dudes in the entries.
Yeah, this is the only dude.
Yeah, minus your male cast, but... Actual human
I guess
dude.
so.
Yeah, this is the first one. I feel like I
All right,
know
who's going
that
first?
accessory. It looks like you got your thoughts for him. I'll let you go.
All right. So when I'm looking at this, I will say, I actually like this. This is the vibe. This is Metal Gear Rising vibes right here. This is Raiden. I need you to beat the shit out of this giant battle suit or whatever, and use your overwhelming strength and anime powers to save the country or something. That kind of thing. But yeah, this is like Raiden times 4 or something. He's got a giant metal knuckle. He's got a lot of overwhelming energy just being exuded from him. I see he looks like katanas in the background, so it looks like he's a braver. So as I said, this guy is Raiden times 4. Overwhelming strength. He's got a lot of power coming out of him. He's ready to save the country behind the scenes. He's ready to single-handedly destroy a military. Now if we're talking action, this is the real deal. This is a lot of action, a lot of overwhelming energy coming out of it. This is a Shonen pro tag. This guy's a Shonen pro tag. He would probably be able to fight Goku and be able to tell the story, live to tell the story basically. This man would probably fight Goku as well if he could. But yes. The fourth one, that one is more simple, I guess. Maybe he's more relax and lax, that kind of thing. But the first 3, you could see the power. I think overall, though, this was really well done.
Yeah, I agree.
It shows a lot
heavily.
And now, if there's one thing that really needs more work, it's the use of the theme background, because it looks really, I'll say, open and bland. Because you only just see the sky or the horizon for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if there was an actual background being considered, this may be even a competitor for a very high rating.
Yeah.
But because of that, I'm only going to give this an 8 out of 10. But this was really well done.
Yeah, so I would say the third and the fourth image that he submitted, they're strong. I do like the fourth one in particular because it's not clean and crisp like the other ones. It looks like it's intentionally like filtered out and all that, and it does give that cool vibe thing. And not only that, I do remember how I talked about that accessory that I don't like with the flames. The way this guy was able to pull it off, it works. Especially with because it's literally him like getting into a battle stance, and then the second the first picture kind of plays off of each other, because the second one looks like he's powering up, and then the first one is him doing that punch, and it fits with that damn accessory that I'm not a big fan of. Not only that, the fourth one, you don't see it. I think he's still using that same accessory, but instead of having that entire flame going off, it's just like a wisp of it in the picture. And it does fit that sort of cool pose thing that he's doing, like, chilling off, cooling off after going combat. Not only that, he also timed the way the lightning, because I think he's using the power up aura accessory. He timed how that was, so it looks like him doing that like finger pose that he's doing on the fourth one. It looks like it got timed with that lightning, so that's really strong. I like it. Third one especially has color to it. Background isn't that strong, but I mean, the big thing is it literally focuses on his character punching, and that has more of a depth to it as well, with how it's enacting that punch. And the accessories, as you can see as well, the flame and that power up aura, it does stand out with that sort of action that he's doing. So it looks like it is emphasized that he's literally punching you. And once again, the foreshadow as well, with him looking like it's coming close. Once again, I think the third and the fourth shot are strong. And then when it comes to these two, the first and second one, they're just playing off each other. Do agree to the fact that the background could have been a bit nice, or it could have added more to it. Could have had like maybe that sort of rock formation in the background or something, but don't cover up your character or something. Like, play around a bit more with the environment. But I would say the only other thing too is just the fashion. There's slight differences, but that's not a big deal with me. I might give this a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. And I would say if you would have entered this thing sooner than later, you probably would have been
right there. If not a potential winner, you would have been right there. Because this is definitely the real deal. This is really well done.
Yeah, I would say the strongest out of these pitches are the third and fourth one. These two would have definitely made it up there because, once again, I do like the glaring difference from just the backgrounds of it and how it's actually filtered where it's like darker and like you time some of the things. Granted that it might not have been intentional, but still, it's a strong sort of image. I like that. All right, moving on. I think someone just submitted this, and it's only one picture.
Yeah. How are you gonna go through this, Morph?
This is hard since it's just one picture. I guess we'll work with it.
I'm just gonna go ahead and go first.
I'm
This one here, there's not really anything being emphasized. You're just sitting there, minding your business, and you're just sitting around. I don't know what else there is to it. I'm very confused. If you probably would have had some more supportive images, maybe following up after it, I could probably get a better idea of the theme. But yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's so simple and basic. I'm just gonna go and give it a 3. I have no idea what's going on here.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the YouTube chat. Nick, if those were your pictures, I would say bravo for the third and the fourth one because I really do like that glaring difference once again and all the things that I said. Props to you. Like, continue working on that.
Yeah.
Big one was just the first and second image, but yeah, those were strong. I like him. Now, going back to this picture though, background's there, sure, but I don't know how, in terms of like the perspective and the other things, it's kind of low. Big thing too is that it looks like it's clipping. Don't know why you took it at this angle. I think this is the first time I'm going to be very blunt with this and put it very low. If you worked on the angle and maybe not show the clipping and stuff and maybe work a bit more on the picture, could have been a bit higher, but right now it's kind of just looks like your average sort of screenshot that didn't have a lot of work to it. Character, can't really kind of tell, but can't tell as much because don't have the different angles and all that, so I think I'm putting this as maybe like a 1 or 2. But yeah, definitely work on it. Like, this could be a bit higher if you kind of worked on that sort of perspective and the pose and all that jazz. So yeah, mine is the quality as well, but we're not worried about that snippet. It does help if you do have the quality, but like you need to work on some core aspects. I think this is Riroko's, and it's like all of the same character. Yeah, I think they're all one. Is it all one? Hold up. That was my Discord.
There should be about 5 total images there,
Okay,
but
yeah,
it's that same character. Just different outfits for the most part.
Yeah, so Nick, if you submitted this, it would your previous pictures, it would have most likely been a high score too. Anyways, going back to this though, and we're almost done.
Yeah.
So, let me just think.
Yeah, Morph needs more gummy bears in his life.
I mean, I did show examples. I don't know why.
Well, don't feel bad. I don't think it's ever been as bad as the first Contrast entry where I saw that really, really edgy guy, and I think I was laughing for a few minutes at that. I don't know if Morph remembers though, but yeah.
I think I remember it. Yeah.
I had a pretty good laugh at that. That one was just pretty funny though. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit, I'm trying to figure out what to say. Do you already have your thoughts formed? You can go first, Scar.
Sure. All right, Ruko. First image, really shiny. If you were trying to emphasize your legs, I could see you doing that, but Jesus Christ, those are so fucking shiny. What are those, latex or enamel? I don't know.
I think it's latex.
It's really shiny.
Yeah.
But if you were trying to emphasize your legs, that's fine. But You may want to probably show more on the skin of the leg if that's what you were trying to go for, because it just looks like a badly angled shot from there. So I'm not sure what I'm getting from there. But for the rest of them, I can kind of get a better idea. The second one, I'm not gonna lie, I really do not like FL Valentine's weapon. I mean, you've seen what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm aware.
It's just a pink. It's just a pink rod, isn't it? It just looks like a pink rod. I don't know. I never really was fond of her weapon, but if I'm thinking of the outfit's all right. It looks like a continuation is on the third one. It looks like a continuation. If there's something that could be worked on, maybe zoom in a little closer to the character. Like, you did good showing the background at least, but it looks like the character's too far out. Like, it looks like the mag is standing out more than a character. I feel like the mag is the star of the show. That's the vibe I'm getting there. Is the mag the main character, or is it the pink girl? I have no idea.
I'll be right back. Need to use
That's-
the restroom.
Okay. All right. The fourth one, that one's pretty good. I like that one. It's you got the good color aesthetic going on there. Even the background surprisingly fits. Yeah. I think I do like the fourth one. That one's a little better for sure. The fifth one, I'm a little terrified. I'm a little terrified with the fifth one. It looks like you're pointing at your eyes. You're telling them to look at you in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes. I'm the captain here. I don't know. Either she's telling you to look at her in the eye, or maybe she's telling you to pay attention. I don't know, but it definitely is a little scary there, because again, those eyes are a little bit powerful there. A little too powerful. So I can't help but feel fear when I'm looking at the last image. I'm feeling fear. Is anyone else feeling fear when you're looking at the fifth one there? Because I don't know whether to feel threatened or just alert that I should be paying attention. Now overall, and because they're definitely unique, and it's unique in a lot of ways. You've really emphasized it looks like the angle in the background.
What
But
image are you on?
If I'm going for an overall look, I'm thinking the fourth one is probably what's selling it for me. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10 because everything is so out of base. But basically, to run you down, Morph, the angles are really out of whack. They're really off the charts. The fifth one, I feel nothing but fear. I feel threatened and terrified when I look at the fifth one. It's absolutely threatening when I'm looking at that. All right. Hopefully I bought enough time. Okay, you're up, Morph.
Alright. So the big one, I feel like 3 of these might need work on their angles, like Scar has been pointing out. That's why I was kind of weirded out by it. The mag in the picture, I don't know if you were trying to do that intentionally or not. It might have been better to hide that, because it being in the equation kind of distracts my eyes with that. I feel like the certain poses you might be going for, you really have to try to find them, because you might have been able to pull it off if you found the right sort of way to do it. Not only that, don't know if you were intentionally trying to make your character just look at the hand or actually look up to the camera. There is a command for that. So big one that does give me some emphasis is that fourth one, like Scar points out. Fifth one,
Take your time, Morph. You really need to thoroughly assess it.
that one is just, what is she doing exactly? Is she shopping? Is she staring at you intentionally? Is she trying to like question you? I don't know. That's kind of weird for her to do that. It'll make sense, especially if you do it in like I see that you're in the city. Would have been nice maybe to use the vendors as the background, maybe to kind of emphasize on the particular thing. The big
Fear.
I'm not fearful of her. It's just that I'm questioning why she's staring at me. The fourth one seems fine because it has the look, and also it's not that intimidating or questionable, especially with how the lobby action is. I think the emote might have also made it questionable with the fifth image. Sometimes you really have to sit there and try to figure out, well, in terms of the overall sort of picture and aim, it's like, what are you trying to do? So I feel like 4 of these could have done a bit more work. Don't know if you're trying to get a low angle, going high, or trying to, for the first one, for example, don't know if you were trying to really emphasize on your character from a certain angle. This is pretty normal, but you could go a bit beyond it. Second one, yeah, you definitely need to maybe zone in a bit more. You can still have the background, but it's a bit far back. Not only that, it looks like your character is also standing off of the ground, and they're really like having support from the rock when it shouldn't be able to do that sort of thing, and your other foot should be on the ground. Just be careful of those little snippets. That's why if you do take a screenshot, you want to make sure that there's no giant flaws in that. So you either go a bit closer so that mistake doesn't show, or you make sure you're not doing something like that, and then all that. But not only that, once again, the mag, it's kind of confusing in the picture. Like, why do you have it? It worked with the other character that you have with the kimono one. But this one, I'm just scratching my head saying, like, why is it there? It's not even looking at the camera. But overall, I would say this one would need some work, especially with the set that you have. It's going to most likely be on the low end. It's either 4 or 5. Only thing that kind of is okay is this one, the fourth one. Other than that, don't know about it. Not only that, there's a drastic change hair difference. From red to dark to light pink to short. I mean, maybe that's how it is, but yeah. Anyways, that's just...
I had a hard time too.
Alright, and then last one, we wanted to submit these pictures. Would say definitely action pose right there. Screenshots pretty... Well, the background's pretty straightforward and simple. Wait, why did Rue send these pictures again?
I think it's just to get your opinion on them.
To get my opinion?
Yeah, we need more gummies, Spencer. You are absolutely right. More gummies for the world. Well, maybe mostly me.
Alright, so you want to go first, Scar? I'll sit on this one because I'm trying to figure out what to say.
So, well, this here, I'm seeing only action. Now, if that's what Ryu was trying to emphasize, that's good. However, if there was something missing here, is maybe more of a full body shot, because it looks like they're both the same kind of, I wouldn't say ankle necessarily, but the length. Like, you're only seeing the top half of the body. I don't really see the katana, because for anyone who's new, they could imagine, are they holding a stick or a pole? We don't know that if it's a stick or a pole, but it's actually a katana. But they wouldn't know because they don't see the full image. It looks cool, but because it's lacking that one full body image, you can't really make sense of what's going on there. The background is pretty fitting there, because again, this is definitely more an action, and that looks like a dust storm.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that looks like a dust storm. So this person's got a mission to complete. They're in the middle of the desert. They're about to go after their target, but I'm not really getting much else information from there. So it's lacking that. I would say that more on the full body and background. We just need one of those to kind of give us an idea.
Yeah, I think
Overall,
the second one is
pretty
all
cool.
right with that zoom in. It's just that maybe for the first one, could have angled it in a way where you kind of see at least the upper body or whatever they're holding, like full body, or like as much as you need to show what they're holding to kind of illustrate that action cool pose that leads into like the second one. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember why Rue decided to send this one. I think it was to emphasize on the action bit. The face and the way it's presented is there. It's just that, especially with just sending us 2 images like this, and one of them is very confusing, especially if we didn't know what you were doing, would have been nice to kind of zoom out a bit. How much, that would depend on that angle. So
6 out of 10.
Yeah, I would most likely give it on that spectrum as well. Because something like... how many... Do I even have an example of stuff with action?
Yeah. Because, compared to the previous ones that Ryu entered, when you look at those, you can see a story there. But with those 2 there, it looks like I'm only just getting just information on the first image, because those first 2 are essentially the same. So it looks like I'm only getting information from one image.
Yeah, I don't think I have any sort of pose or anything that kind of illustrates what I'm getting at. There's only this one that I got, but it's more of like close armor helmet, and then like it reveals to show like my character's face. Nothing of the cool aspect though. I was trying to get the lightning angle in a certain way too, but I have no control over that power up aura BS. But anyways,
I see.
Yeah. But that is pretty much it for this stream. So, yeah, we got the first place winners. Once again, it's Rue for the original characters, and then that of Riroko for the cosplay. I will have to find the Steam codes for you guys. But you guys won the first place, and then we looked over all the other pictures that were in the tab. Most likely now I can close this section and most likely put it in the archive sort of dealio bit, or put them somewhere out of nowhere. But yeah.
Pretty good entries.
Yeah, I might do this again, give it maybe another year of new Genesis stuff and see if they added more stuff. I want them to add more, because there's so much that you could try to do. It's just that they don't have those many options yet. I mean, I got a lot of screenshots that I could display, but nah, I don't have anything that's like interesting. I'll just put maybe this right now just to close it up. have Zill on the screen where she's just like kind of annoyed. But yeah, pretty much that is it for this. What do you think, Scar? You think we could have done better? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you have fun?
I think we did 3 times as better as last time. Now, again, I did not really expect Sis to be that harsh. But I was like, you know what? That was the ranked playlist. This is what's to be expected. I was expecting to be much, much worse, as I stated before, but I was pretty tame, and I think I deserve me some more gummies as a reward, because I did a really good job here. I believe that, at least. And then Morph was he definitely was a little bit more,
I think I was
going to say,
I would say
biased.
Biased. Well, maybe, I don't know. I know I'm nice though, because I'm looking at all the scores that I listed. The only time I said something really low was with, who is this?
Yeah,
I think it was only the cosplay one that I actually pointed out. Other than that, all my scores have been pretty much average. Yeah, I think I was too nice. I might need to tone it down, like how I did at the end of this stream, where when it was unranked, I just went ham on it. So I might need to do that next time.
Yeah, that was the only problem there I saw. I was like, I think Morph's being a little too nice there.
I think I kind of put 7 as that average number. I should have put 6 as, or even 5 as the average. Technically 5's in the middle, so technically I should have been giving that out. But I have to rethink on my judgment and what I deem as a okay number to give out. I don't think 7 is that great, because especially with how I was at the very, like, once the unranked stuff was going on, I was kind of a bit more open to stuff. So but anyways, we got our winners, so I'll DM you guys personally. It's a lot better than what we did in the previous stream, where it was kind of all over the place, because we were kind of using a lot of things to factor it in. Our opinions, the screenshots in itself, the background and all that. And once again, we did try to tone it down in terms of the quality of stuff, because I understand that some people can't use G-Shade, they don't have the best of specs in computers, but that's why I made these various categories. And if you did excel especially if you use G-Shade. That's more points. It doesn't count against you if you didn't use it, because once again, there's some pitches that didn't use G-Shade and they had the standard sort of settings and environment, but we judge it as it is in other fields. Granted that, once again, if you have like good specs and all that, it's gonna stand out. However, as you saw, not only do we just focus on just the character, we try to input everything else as well. But yeah, that is it. So thank you, Scar, for hanging out with me and helping out with this, along with my sister, who is most likely dead. But yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the stream.
And if you guys missed it, obviously you can see the replay, hopefully when it goes up. But that is pretty much it. I will give a quick announcement in terms of what I'm doing. I'm not going to be streaming as much for maybe just today and tomorrow, just because I do need to focus on releasing some stuff for Halloween. Not into YouTube sense, most likely on the other communities that I'm in. I will release some videos though. It's not related to anything relevant as of now. Most likely it's some past stuff that I didn't release. As you see or saw, I'm releasing some old video of me dancing. Trying to open up some space because next week I am going to a convention. And I will most likely bring it up on my update video. So yeah, that is it.
Don't catch COVID.
Should be fine. I think they still have COVID policies in place, but I'll have to look. But
good.
Yep, that is it. So I'm most likely gonna chill in like PSO2-ish. But yeah. Alright. Any last words, Scar?
Please upload more NGS pictures. Don't be afraid. Just throw it in there because everyone loves that channel. In case it wasn't obvious, the NGS channel is pretty dead. So if you got fashion, just throw it up there.
Yeah, even though we're not a big fan of people saying like, you know, fashion is new Genesis, it's kind of going down that route anyway, so might as well.
Throw up screenshots.
And if you want our opinions about various things, don't be afraid to ask. Granted that we might not have the best of opinions or like pointers and whatnot, but we'll still give our input. Anyways, thank you guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.